Oh, hi. I know what a real comedy fan wants. You want to talk to real comedians just like me. So call now, 646-710-0949, and talk to real comedians in your area just like me. I know what a real comedy fan wants. I know all of their desires. So pick up the phone right now and call a comedian.
The hottest takes from the hottest comedians every Wednesday night live from the green room of the Stand Comedy Club in New York City.
If you're 18 years or older, comics are standing by to talk to you. You want to talk about current events, music, news, sports, life, boys, girls, make sure to call the Bathhouse.
Real comedians, real comedy, real fun.
Call in to the Bathhouse every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. 646-710-0949. Local charges may apply. Call now, boys. Is that too gay?
I mean,
pretty gay.
Yeah. Mild flat tank, nigga. Let's turn up. Look. Hey, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. And they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. Ha. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Then they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. Now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. Ha. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to an all-new episode of the Bathhouse, live every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. from the Stand Comedy Club, sometimes the Green Room. It's been mostly the Green Room due to biblical issues, floods and whatnot. There's been some floods. Damn. Yeah, and then tonight they just have a bunch of lights in there. So there's no room for us. But I don't mind it because they put in these church... Have you sat in the church pews? They put in these church pews, and they are really uncomfortable to sit in for like 90 minutes. So
okay. I should start asking to perform there.
Yeah, it's honestly, the shit going on in this city is absolute shame. Because the fact that you don't is crazy.
Yeah, I know. It was right after October 2023 they stopped booking me.
They don't give a shit about that.
I don't know. Who cares? Yeah,
it was also after that time that they stopped booking me.
Really. It would be nice if there was like a board you could complain to.
I know.
You know?
They've always talked about unionizing comedy.
Right. Like Woody Allen, Bill Cosby, like all the greats are on the board.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Joining me, Mike Recine. Welcome back.
Here.
Tait Winston. We were supposed to have Brandon Trousseau. He called in sick. There's a little stomach bug going around, and then I was not unable. We may have Derek Drescher joining us shortly, though, if he's not a little bitch.
Yeah.
He is.
He is a bitch, I know. I hope he's watching right now from the green room at the stand.
Here's a little tip when you think you have a stomach bug, a little apple cider vinegar. That's supposed to kill all the bacteria in your stomach.
You just take a little spoonful of them?
Yeah.
My wife bought me multivitamins, but the gummies, and she's like, eat 2 of these a day, and I've basically eaten
You ate the whole pack.
It's like a jar.
Boy's got all the vitamins.
I'm just like, you can't, like, it's the crazy. They can't find it in between. Like, they give them to you in pill form. I go, I don't want to take these ever.
Right.
Gummy form. I go, I'll eat 50 of these a day.
Yeah.
It's like there's no real in between. So, anyways, phone lines are open. Everybody, 1-888-949-2969. Also, any super chats, I'll obviously read them, and also at the end of the show, I'll give away to one super chatter a Patreon.com low value mail 6-month membership, and then once I hit 500 subs, we're gonna give somebody $500 cash. Can you believe that? A Jew giving away his money.
Oh,
I'm like,
how do I get in the running for that?
You can sign up.
Yeah,
I'm a modern day Ben Stein.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn. Doing Clear Eye ads and shit.
No, I'm not getting any ads. No. Well, there's not a lot of appetite for me as a spokesperson for.
I think it'd be fun to just do fake ads for products that are advertised on podcasts and just say whatever you want about them.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not the worst idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could just run fake ads. I mean, I've been doing a lot of fake AI videos and stuff.
Yeah. Just say that you took Blue Chew and you had sex with your cousin for 4 hours.
Yeah, like I'm doing the opposite. I get a cease and desist. They're like, we are in no way affiliated
We do not promote incest.
with the Bathhouse podcast. Yeah, you go and look. I could not get it down with my cousin. Yeah. Let me tell you.
You guys have any hot cousins though?
Nah. Do you?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I have a very small family.
Okay.
Yeah. I've
Sorry
like,
about that.
It's okay. It's just one of those things.
You're sorry about him not having hot cousins, bro.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I have like,
So unfortunate. What was your
I
childhood
like,
like?
I have like maybe like I don't know 7 family members.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have a really small family. Yeah. Like a car crash, I could be an orphan. Like,
Damn. Less than double digits, huh? 7?
yeah.
You got siblings?
I have one sibling.
Yeah.
I guess I have one sibling. My dad is a single child. I have no grandparents left. My mom has one sister. She has one kid.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
You're going to repopulate.
Working on it. That's why my wife wants me to take these
Blue chews?
multivitamins.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't think you should be taking multivitamins for your dick, bro.
I don't know. She says you need them for. I don't know. Did you take anything when you were having a kid?
No, I probably should have.
And you
a long
got
time.
another one on the way.
I got another one on the way.
Oh,
Nice.
second
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Let's go, bro. You made 2
You're
humans.
almost at replacement.
What's that?
You're almost at replacement rate's 2.1.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have more than 2.1 kids, you're a patriot.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're almost there.
What's 0.1?
It's just that's the number that they say that
Like if your kid's extra wonderful,
Is that a racial thing?
No, it's not a racial thing. It's just like I
general,
think
yeah.
if you could have 0.1 of a kid, and everybody had 2.1 kids, then the population wouldn't decline.
Okay.
Okay.
But most people are not.
Is it
having-
declining? It seems like it doesn't decline.
Well, there's a little issue at the border. I don't know if you know about that. That's probably a factor with it not declining. Yeah, but
I keep thinking about that guy who has called in about his uncle. His uncle keeps getting deported and coming back and starting businesses.
Yeah, Pablo. Yeah, and Pablo actually, people know this, but Pablo had never been with a woman up until very recently, and he's probably close to 30. Never been with a woman. Went to Vegas, got his dick sucked by a prostitute.
Nice.
$600 for 5 minutes.
Oh, my God. No.
Condom on.
Jesus Christ.
No.
My wife would have done it for 4.
Oh, my God, dog.
We love you, Pablo. We love you.
Hugs.
Honestly, he's been
But
calling.
it's
her-
probably not 5. It's probably just until you.
No,
bust,
I
right?
think he had her for an hour,
Yeah.
or maybe half an hour because it was Vegas. But it's just he finished.
What did he do for the other 50?
He said he talked to her.
Talked about
No, I
airplanes.
think
Okay.
literally he talked to her for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
She sucked his dick for 2 minutes and then just left.
And she said, "I'm getting off early today."
Yeah, we both are. All right, let's take a phone call here. This one should be fun because I know who this is. Jared, what's up, buddy?
How you doing, good sir?
Very well, very well. How are things with?
Thank you for that.
How are things with you, Jared?
I'm doing fantastic. Things are great.
Okay.
It's a beautiful
I have an
day.
idea about what you want to talk about, but what do you want to talk about?
Well, today I wanted to talk about the big H, and the origin of the word itself.
The big
Okay.
H. See, I think I'm thinking of
Over
a
summer camp.
summer. Oh, the old cost.
We could discuss that.
Sure.
Okay.
You know,
He's
I
really
get a
into the
little-
Jews.
Okay.
He's a big JQ guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the big H is Hebrew?
I believe it's the Holocaust. I assume.
Ah, the Holly.
Yeah.
Go.
So, the video I sent you with the people wiping the blood on themselves. We'll do that another day. But today.
Jared,
I
sorry,
wanted
can
to
I cut you off,
discuss-
Jared? Sorry. What do you do professionally, if you don't mind me asking?
I've worked in sales and I've worked in logistics, supervisor capacity, and
Logistics supervisor.
always
So you
that.
have to keep this
I'm
side
a
of you.
public school teacher.
You have to
Yeah,
keep this side of you. How many people in your life know this side of you? Because it probably must be something you have to kind
I'm
of
sure
compartmentalize.
with certain people, and at times I've shared with people at church, and some Christians understand, and some find it weird.
How do you
and,
broach? How do you broach this stuff? Because you're saying you go to church. Like how
Yes, sir.
does like the Holocaust and certain revisionist elements of it come up at church? Like how do you bring that up?
Well, you don't really bring it up at church, but you just develop friendships with people, and if you develop a friendship where you feel that you could speak the truth around them, you just speak the truth.
Like, is it like the movie Falling Down, where you're like, you want to see my memorabilia? I have an original Cyclone B can.
What a great movie.
That's fun. That's
Wait,
fun.
just to
Well,
clarify, what is your
good.
stance on the big H?
So the numbers are drastically inflated, and we'll get into some of that. It's actually a massive cover-up for the changing of the origin of the word itself. The word itself has a different meaning if you go back in history. That's actually what I wanted to get into today.
Okay.
This is kind of interesting because
So-
I always felt like the day was coming when I would have to sort of engage with one of these people.
I mean,
'Cause
you
they
can
seem to
hang.
know what
I mean,
they're,
if you guys remember
no,
the
no, no.
rules, you guys can both hang up.
Sure,
on
yeah,
that.
no,
You're
but
ready for it.
they always come ready with.
I mean, that's the thing. I'll say this, okay? In terms of, and I've said this before.
and
but
look, Danny's sweating right now
No,
because he
I'm-
knows.
Yeah, same, dog.
it's 'cause
My palms are leaking.
It's because I'm fat. It's because I'm fat. Just interject.
Yeah, no, mine's because I'm Aryan. That's
No,
my
no.
palms
We
are just pouring, bro.
we open. I allow. I mean, obviously, YouTube has its limits.
Danny's
but
like, oh no, the phone line cut out.
oh no, my super
Danny and I have had this
Oh, you
conversation.
stop
YouTube's
working.
gonna take my super chats.
I'm research. So.
But I did. So my ex girlfriend, which was pretty. So my ex girlfriend, her grandfather was in the Canadian military and liberated a concentration camp during World War II. And as a souvenir, the Canadian government gave him this like book. It was like a commemorative book, like of World War II, like liberating this concentration camp. And so I went. My ex girlfriend, she was not Jewish, and I went to her mother's house for Christmas. Like this was probably like 7, 8 years ago, and this is literally on Christmas Eve. Her mom is like, "You want to see this book?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Yeah, my father got this or whatever." And she pulls it out. It's literally all just like corpses, like emaciated corpses. I'm like, "Why are you showing me this book?" Like it's Christmas Eve, and I'm like rifling through a book of just like literally piles of bodies.
And she's like, you don't care about Christmas Day.
I love Christmas.
Okay, nice.
Right, but anyways, she's showing me. But anyways, in the book, this was from, I want to say like early 50s.
Yeah.
And it says in it 4 million.
Okay.
So anyways, the number in the early 50s was 4 million. Mm-hmm. So anyways, just as a, not to agree with Jared, but
Yeah.
you know.
And I'm sure Jared's number is even
less.
less.
But we're not even going to get into the numbers of that. We're actually going to talk about the origin of the word itself today.
Okay.
So the word Holocaust itself is actually a very, very old word, and it's Greek in origin, and it's actually
When was the first one?
So it actually means sacrificial burnt offering to a god, burned whole, and it's actually related to the Canaanite and Jewish practice of sacrificing children to Moloch.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't. Okay.
So the reason
You guys taking notes?
the reason that they wanted to kind of whitewash the whole notion of that word itself and change the narrative of what that word meant is because it was associated with them burning children.
Yeah.
So if you go into to Amos 5:26, it speaks of Moloch worship amongst the Jews. That's Old Testament.
Jared, can
I'll
you just
give
hold
some
on
New Testament.
one second? I just got to do an ad read. This podcast is brought to you by H&R Block. Tax season's coming up.
That was bars, bro. That was fire.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's a little spicy. I know. I beg your pardon. I don't mean to come in too hot, but you know how I do try.
I do have a
At
YouTube
least
channel to
present
keep
something.
here,
You said they're
Jared.
trying to whitewash it and redefine it, but last time I checked, the Holocaust is still associated with burning children.
Well, it's mostly
So,
a Jewish thing.
it's-
I mean, I
but
even had a joke about this
Jewish
where I'm like,
children, certainly.
I'm like, there's been a lot of Holocausts, but they weren't white people, so nobody cares.
Yeah, right.
But there's been many Holocausts. There hasn't just been one.
For sure.
Yeah, there's
Thank
been
you for
lots.
admitting that.
Yeah, hey, it's in my act. It's,
there ain't no Holocaust.
Well, it's formerly in my
Just-
act, but
just to add a little fuel to that fire. In 1933 at the Chicago World's Fair, there was a mock sacrificial burning of an effigy. It actually involved 125,000 Jews celebrating it. You can just look that up
they
right now.
burned
on the phone.
125,000 Jews in effigy in
No,
Chicago.
there were 125,000 people celebrating an ancient Jewish ritual, which was a mock sacrifice, and there was a giant Moloch
And do
statue.
the
that was
Christians
at the,
not have any of
Chicago
this
World's
stuff?
Fair.
Like, is this a specific? Like the Christians don't have any sort of like in the. I guess the Old Testament is depending on your level of Christianity. I guess their New Testament. New Testament doesn't have any sort of ritualistic sacrifice.
Isn't Christmas
Well,
comprised
we're
predominantly
talking
of
about
pagan
Jesus?
rituals? That
Like-
aren't even Christian in origin?
I don't know.
Pretty sure, bro.
So the reason that I bring this up is that there's essentially been an effort to kind of change the narrative, more or less, because according to some sources, there were 271,000 people that died, and the Red Cross documented these numbers. These are what the people who went and investigated the camps. I have a letter that I can read. Should you give me the time to?
But just to be clear, you do realize that the total is 6 million, because I see this online a lot, and
So I'm talking about
the number 6
just the
million.
concentration
Nobody's
camp.
saying that was in camps.
Yeah, and even if it was 5 Jews, that would be a tragedy.
I mean, one. That's one Jew. That's a Holocaust.
That's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, talk to him.
but what I'm saying is when they say that, like, it's 400,000 people, these numbers just
So
keep going
so
up
you're of
and
the
up
opinion
and
it
up.
was 271K?
Well, at least in the camps, according to the Red Cross, and the numbers.
But
that
it's
were
not. But
documented.
you do concede that the total that they use, the Jews use or whatever, like they're
The
not
Germans'
saying.
plan was to send the send the Jews to Madagascar. That's what Goebbels wanted. He wrote that in his.
Yeah. But I'm
his
just
diary,
saying, just to confirm, you do realize that the total number is not camps. It's just total.
Well,
Because there was many that like starved in ghettos and.
Also, was that the overall plan? You're like, we are just going to send them to the island. They will go to Madagascar. They will be happy Jews.
I mean, honestly, I mean, you can relate to this, but if the Jews went to
But there's
Madagascar
also the
instead of
Havar
Israel,
agreement.
Yeah.
Well, the
Probably
Havar
better for
agreement
being quiet.
actually-
Wouldn't say
The
shit.
Havar agreement sent at least 60,000 Jews to Palestine at the time, and Hitler allowed it, and they let them leave with their property and their money. And
so fair.
So your
saying
beef is with Hitler, by the way. Sounds like your beef is with Hitler because
It always has been.
Hitler sent the Jews to Palestine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitler was a Zionist. He was.
Actually, that's
Is that true?
There's some validity. To
Oh, okay,
that.
interesting.
I think that the Nazis and the Zionists had like an alliance, right?
Well, they
Yeah,
were kind of
alliance, yeah, they
like
worked
because
together.
Hitler was like, "Is whatever gets them out of here."
Yeah.
Not Zionists.
Mutual interest.
Mutual,
Mutual
interest.
interests.
You scratch
Right.
my back, I'll scratch your back, kind of deal.
Exactly. They're working for the same. He was funded by Jewish bankers.
Who isn't? This podcast is brought to you
wish
by
I was.
Goldman Sachs.
Well, the whole purpose of this was to mention that the Holocaust, and just the mention of that word is to whitewash the ritual burning of children to Moloch by the Jews.
Sure.
And that's the purpose.
So they were like, we don't want anybody talking about this Moloch
Yes.
business. So we're
Yes.
just going to take the term and apply
Yes.
it to this thing. And then that will kind of get everybody off the scent. And then your kind of path in life is to just kind of like, this is what you do.
trying to
and I
let
guess
everyone know.
when you're not supervising people in your sales job is
I'm doing after, I'm doing research, you know?
okay. I got a question, Jared. Okay. So if do you have a girlfriend or anything? Wife? Do you date? You go on dates?
Yeah, again, that's all I like to keep personal. I like to keep my.
Hold up.
my anonymity.
You said 271,000 Jews died in the Holocaust, and we asked you about your girlfriend. You're like, wait a minute, Buster. Who the fuck are you, dog? You're not willing to talk about sex, but you're like, the Jews lie.
The guy has some limits.
I don't kiss and tell.
Are you circumcised? Jared, are you circumcised?
This might be what this is all about, actually.
I know, dude. He's angry at his dick. Why did my parents mutilate me for the Moloch?
Well, that's kind of valid,
I
though.
did not.
Your penis was a sacrifice.
Ritual.
Yeah,
I did not participate
He did
in
not
the
participate.
Mazit ritual.
Oh, you got that.
You didn't do
You
it.
got that.
But like, I just have a question. So I assume based on your hobbies, maybe there isn't a Mrs. Jared right now. Maybe there is. I don't know.
Guys, back to the swimming pool accents, okay? Come on.
Let's talk about the bands, okay? How, like, if you on a date, if you're like dating a girl, how long before you bring this up? Because you must, like, this must be at the tip of your tongue kind of all the time. Like, do you kind of suss them out in advance?
You can ask them if they're vaccinated. Like, that's a.
So there's a real unvaccinated to Holocaust denial pipeline?
Well, I mean,
There's obviously a
gotta start
correlation.
somewhere now.
You do have to
You got to
start
start
somewhere.
somewhere.
Yeah. You do have to start somewhere.
And if it helps if they're, someone who understands that Revelation 2:9 and 3:9 speak of fake Jews in the synagogue of Satan. There's just going to be this like group that are fake Jews. There's fake Jews running around like Milikowski, like Netanyahu. His name isn't Netanyahu. He's Polish.
Right.
Dude.
Sure.
Like the guy who founded Ben Gurion, his name was Ben Grun. He's Polish parents. I know you're Polish.
I'm not Polish.
I'm not saying you're fake Jew.
My parents were Russian, but my
Yeah,
last name
we all know
means
you-
Polish swamp people. So somewhere down the line, I was.
But I'm
There
just
should be a dating
saying,
site called 271.com where you can find love. Where Holocaust deniers can find love.
That's a freebie on this. Someone set that up. Flat Earth, honestly, the Flat Earth dating app, I bet you is.
I bet that's popping. I bet it's a sausage fest, though.
No, it's dude. I had that guy Flat Earth Dave. He used to do a podcast with Mike Cannon.
I guess.
But he's like the biggest flat earther, and he has an app, and he has like 100.
I do a podcast with this guy, Flat Earth Dave.
He has 100,000 monthly paying subscribers.
That's great.
On his app, and I had him on my other show, and he's like, people have gotten married off my app.
Wow.
Like legitimately, like people meet each other because
Yeah.
when you're flat Earth, that's kind of.
Yeah.
And then they ride off.
And how many paid subscribers do you have for your Holocaust denier show? I bet your
Currently
parents are
around
real.
300 and change.
I bet your parents are real proud.
I do have a plan for a great podcast, but I'm obviously making no money doing it because I'm not going to get any sponsorships. But
I don't know. The Daily Stormer might.
Yeah, well, it's
Okay.
worth it when you speak the truth.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta let you go, man. But thanks, Jared. All right. Hello. We got a call from Canada. That was
probably good for our career.
Danny,
Yo.
Danny Polishek. I think I sent a couple super chats.
Thanks, buddy. I was just gonna read them. I was just in the middle of the Jew hour, the Jew minute, hot Jew minute.
I was listening to you guys. That the guy before got pretty deep. Sponsored by.
He was probably only just scratching the surface too. He's probably like,
He's like, the real
wait till you hear
numbers.
what I really believe.
Well, and I like Danny. My mom was a history teacher, right? So I kind of have a little bit of context in this sort of thing, and I do understand, a little bit more about. I don't know. I would say it's like a conspiracy theory about the actual Auschwitz and sort of thing, but when
Look, we can be clear on one thing. It definitely wasn't exactly 6 million. Like it wasn't 6000000, not
Sure.
one more.
You think it was rounded up? It was definitely
I
rounded
got
up
an
instead of
inkling.
rounded down.
It might be rounded.
It wasn't
up.
6.2. Is what you're saying.
No. It was, But my whole thing on it is, say it's 5 million,
Right.
Right? You're like, okay,
Yeah.
is there a
That's
huge
what I'm
difference?
saying.
Now,
Even if it's 3,000, it's still a tragedy.
That's a full 9/11 right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's a
How do we
9/11.
feel about 9/11? Tragedy.
Right.
Well, I thought you guys didn't show up on 9/11.
Some of no.
Jews?
See
Nah, a few of them
that
did.
that is a conspiracy theory.
Could you imagine being Jewish in the Twin Towers and you're like, my fucking boss isn't here and I have to die?
Yeah, we're the fucking boss. You just look out the window. Just
Hey, well, I can name one.
Oh, you guys didn't invite me, huh?
Silverstein, the guy-
It's not getting invited.
they're all
No, there was the guy who owned the guy who took over the leases for the World Trade
Oh, yeah,
Center.
Larry
like 2
Silverstein.
months before.
Yeah.
Larry Silverstein. He had his breakfast in the windows of one. I think it was the North Tower, the Windows restaurant.
And he had a
every day, and
dermatologist
had to have
I mean, hey, you don't need to sell me on 9/11 conspiracies.
No,
lot of
I'm just,
fishy shit going on there.
I like the question, so I didn't know what you guys were getting into. Is there like a topic of discussion or like?
So far, it's the Jews. Just in
So
general.
have you gotten into Kanye? What's
That's
what's
also
up
the
with that? Like,
Jews.
yeah,
I mean-
I get that.
I mean, I
No,
think.
he did make an interesting point about that French bank. I looked into the connection of that French bank that does have connections to people that he's been referencing for a while. So I didn't know.
Oh, a
he said
bank
something
has
outlandish
connections
thing
to
about-
Jews, does it?
No, yeah. Well, quiet. Hey, don't even get it. It's like it's well, because I'm a Catholic and I understand about usury, and that's what I sort of
Sure.
learned that like there was something against if you were king somewhere that you didn't want someone lending money with.
Yeah, but you
interest
guys-
on it.
yeah,
Which is
That's right.
forbidden in Islam, by the way. I just want to bring up.
Hey, Allahu Akbar,
But they
my boy.
still do the same thing that the fucking Orthodox Jews do, where they do these fake money lend. Like, you think like Muslim people don't take mortgages? They just have this fake thing where they get a loan, and then the way the principal is structured is that they're technically not paying interest, but they are paying interest. It's just the way it's like written down it's like the same way the Orthodox Jews.
I don't
do
like
it.
you slandering Islam.
It's the same way the Orthodox Jews do it, where they go wink, wink. We're not paying interest, God.
okay.
And they go, they are.
Okay.
You think every Muslim person just buys a house cash?
Probably, yeah, I guess not.
No.
But is that just playing like the tax code smartly? Is that just
No,
like
it's
what
playing the
Trump
fucking
did,
Quran.
Yeah, bro. Shouts to the Quran.
I thought you meant that they were like using the American tax codes against them. To be able to,
No,
like,
no.
finance
Because
these
there's,
houses.
dude. Have you ever seen those two Asian guys? They do this podcast. I think one guy's Matt
Oh
Kim.
yeah, I've seen those two Asian guys all the time.
Dude,
gotta
they
know
had
those.
this one clip which I was like, I've talked about before, but I was in fucking tears, where the guy was like, it was like this very like hush hush clip where he's like, this is like this bombshell thing, and he's like, people don't know this, but he's like, any Jew can walk into any bank in America and get a interest-free loan. Like, you just show up and you're like, hey, I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
Can I get an interest-free loan? And they're like, oh, yeah, of course. Come back.
I saw this Instagram reel that was Stitch, and it was like this black girl, and she was doing the music like the boom, 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 boom. And she was like, do you know why Jewish people are so good at attracting money? And then a girl stitches. She was like, yeah, we just go to school.
No, Danny, I got on mine. There's a really good one of Eddie Murphy back in the 80s doing Whiteface.
Oh, that was the
And he
best,
goes
man.
into
When he
a
goes on
bank.
the bus,
That
that was a
Yeah, and then
classic
they-
sketch. It was like
And then in the back,
it was white like. Remember there was that book Black Like Me? Did they ever make you read that in
Yeah.
school here?
No.
No, they really hate them here. But, well, we had to read it in Canada, and it was like about a guy who basically, which is funny in current context because the guy did blackface,
Yeah.
to see what it was like to be black, which is like.
And everyone was like, you piece of shit.
Like, imagine going to an editor right now and being like, I have an idea for a book. I just smear black paint on my face to know what it's like to be black. And they're like, no.
Of course,
a bunch of black people beat me up on the bus.
They won't stop blaring their speakers.
Why do black people hate me?
I see Kramer driving the bus.
Yeah, but he did this sketch White Like Me where he like goes on the bus. He like Eddie Murphy does this full like not prosthetic, but like wig and white makeup, and he goes on the bus, and then like he goes to pay the fare, and the guy's like, don't worry about it. Like, and then there's like a whole, and then the one black guy gets
No,
off the
but
bus and like a party starts. Great sketch.
And then he goes into the bank, and it's like he doesn't realize that he's a white guy, and he's like, "Oh, those silly Negroes!" it's such a good ending, man. That's one of my because it does show that like juxtaposition. It does it like we could be a little bit more. I don't know. Have a little bit more humor about it back then, I guess. Maybe like I even thought that what was it? A Chevy Chase Richard Pryor one was like on that borderline edge
The
of
honky,
like
and he's like,
crossing
dead
the-
honky. That
Yeah,
one?
yeah. And then the next one we're not going to say. Yeah, but like that was the pressing the envelope. I just didn't know like we couldn't talk about Jews and money. I guess.
Hey man, it's a story old as time. Like quite literally, I think
Okay.
like literally the first printed, like the first time someone put pen to paper or like fucking I don't know whatever chisel to tablet was something about Jews and money.
Oh.
It's been a while.
No.
They're like, I have to invent a way to communicate about this.
A tale as old as time.
No, they say it was the Freemasons who invented the banking system during the Crusades because you didn't want to transport your gold from one spot to another, so they give you a promissory note.
Yeah.
So when you got to the next location, you could take out your gold.
Kind of smart. Kind of smart.
A friend of mine was telling me that
Those are
Hold on, go ahead.
Christians,
Hold on a second there,
no.
Scott or Steve. Sorry.
he said in Ukraine the Jews wrote a Bible that said that like Jews are better than Gentiles and they distributed it.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, that's a pretty good trick.
He goes, does that work?
Yeah.
He goes, people, all the Gentiles are reading this. He goes, damn,
Yeah.
that sucks.
I'm inferior.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but I don't doubt it. I will say I don't doubt it.
I thought Gentiles were just non-Jews, were they not?
Yeah. Ari does a great joke about
Yeah.
it. Whereas like literally, it's like they just a slur for every person on earth.
Oh,
Well,
Jews do?
fair enough.
Well, like Goy,
pagan, right? Like,
Yeah.
Goyim is like literally like a slur for 99.9% of all people.
Sure.
I thought it was just like non-Jews or going.
Yeah, but it's like no.
Yeah, but it's more hateful.
Yeah, it's like Gentile is, I guess. Even Gentile still crazy, but yeah, it's essentially a slur.
I got nothing problem with pagan. People use pagan in a derogatory way, but like to me, that's just like multiple gods, like the Greeks or the Romans who worship like Zeus and Aristotle, all the Greek gods, if you will. Like that was pagan, but they make it seem like they were.
But they also banged
lesser.
mad kids, bro. But you're a Catholic, so that's kosher, right? The pagans, they was banging mad
that's
children,
a-
bro.
Yeah, they were.
Socrates, he has some
You're agreeing
concubines.
with all that?
I heard the Pope died.
Yeah.
No, he's got double pneumons. He
I know.
died.
I heard a rumor that he's actually dead. Damn. Might be just a rumor.
You think they cloned him?
Yeah, I don't know. That
You
Conclave
gotta see
movie
it. That was so good.
I thought it was such a piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
He's trans at the end? He's like
I don't know.
intersex or
That was a little
whatever?
weird, yeah, but
go, they
the
were-
rest of the movie was pretty cool.
It was all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like it.
And they didn't even explain how he got to be Pope. They're just like, he's the Pope and he has a pussy.
Let's go.
honestly,
Dude, you gotta watch. It's really good. It's
honestly,
it's
it
on
was
Peacock.
good.
It was good.
It was
yeah.
good, and that ending left such a sour taste in my mouth.
Oh yeah.
That
I was like, all right, they got to end the movie somehow.
Was it
I'm
directed by
done.
the Wachowski sissies? Because they're really good at making
No.
things.
no, I mean they are, but
Damn.
no. Have they made anything since The Matrix?
Sense8.
Since it, right?
It's, that series.
You're the Pope and you have a pussy.
Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell
Nobody
anybody.
can know.
Don't tell anybody about my pussy.
Where was he from? He was from like.
He was from like
Argentina.
no, yeah, he was like
Or it's like
Spanish, but he was in Afghanistan. It didn't make any sense.
It didn't make any sense.
But the rest of the movie,
it was well shot.
See, I wanted Stanley Tucci to be Pope, but then you find out he's like a liberal faggot,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have any balls, so
No
he can't be
genitals.
the Pope. So they have to
What
give it to
is
the guy
this
who has a
film,
pussy.
bro?
Conclave. It won. It's like running. It's like in the mix for.
It's good. It's
Best
on Peacock.
Picture.
Do you have Peacock?
Yeah.
It's in the
on
Peacock.
Peacock. You gotta watch it.
It's in the mix for Best Picture.
So
Yeah.
he's Afghani, he's Spanish Afghani, and he's got a puss now.
It's
Yeah,
like
and, he become, well, we just kind of ruined it for you, but
and he's the holy
we did
father.
kind of spoil the movie for you.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna be looking for the puss the,
the
whole
big
time.
twist ending.
the big twist ending is he's intersex, like with that fucking boxer.
Yeah, but they didn't even explain how he like became the Pope, how he got all the votes.
No.
But the thing is, like, the Pope dies, and then he had like this guy that he put in charge of this congregation in Afghanistan. That guy comes
And he
in.
gets in like right at the last second.
He somehow
for the
becomes-
conclave.
Damn. And so they do like a Dr. Frankenstein thing with the Pope's body. They give him a puss. He comes back to life.
No.
No,
This
he
is
was
just because like when the
born with
Pope dies, they have to pick. They all lock each other in the They got all locked in the Vatican, and then they have to pick a new Pope. All the bishops or whatever have to, like,
Cardinals.
or cardinals. Sorry, have to pick a new Pope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Danny, too, that's why this Pope was like the Kamala Pope, right? Because like he was installed by who was that crazy Germanized guy who like quit. Like, we had a pope quit, which is kind of like not how we do things, right? So this guy was essentially installed. So
yeah.
Who knows what's going on in the
I mean, I remember I was in Rome when
politics,
I was in Rome when the
I'm the Pope and I have a pussy.
I was in Rome when like probably 10 years ago when the current Pope was basically like being gay is cool, and everybody was so fucking mad.
Yeah. But who's even I mean, this guy's Catholic.
Lots.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
dude's a Catholic. The last dude was a Catholic.
There's like a billion of them.
Are there?
Man, I mean, South America.
Yeah, but that's just Brazil.
Yeah.
That's literally just Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil.
That's the country with the most.
Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil is like all Catholics or whatever.
The Holy Ghost.
Yeah, there's lots of them. There's lots of them.
We do love the Virgin Mary. It's all good. It's all good. I won't take up any more of your guys' time.
All right, later,
Thank
buddy.
you so much, Danny. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Later. Thanks for the super chat, dog. Steve,
I'm the
everybody.
Pope, and by the way, I have a pussy.
I have a pussy. Don't touch my pussy.
Bless you, my son. You too now have a pussy.
That's good.
Bless you, sister.
Hello. You're on the Bathhouse.
Shalom.
Shalom.
You know when it starts like that, it's going sideways.
Sure. Yeah. Well, this is the audience that you cultivated.
These are your people.
These are your people.
It's unfortunate. You know what the thing is that I'm so adamant about letting people speak because I think a lot of people.
Hey, Danny, what's up, you Polish Jew? I got some numbers for you.
He just needs to call it 271.
Danny, you're Polish.
I'm not Polish, although everybody always thought I was Polish. Yeah. But I very much just like want to let people talk, even to my detriment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're just so brave. You're giving everybody a platform, man.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like Mother Teresa. I'm like I'm giving all these fucking invalids who would have nowhere to speak.
Yeah.
Literally, they get to be on a podcast.
For sure.
It's crazy.
Yo, fuck Mother Teresa.
Nice.
Okay, coming in
She's
hot.
burning in hell.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, apparently she was a bad chick.
Yeah.
I heard like she like did some really bad shit, right?
She was like the Ellen DeGeneres of the church.
Kind of.
She's like super mean to her assistants.
And like, but like I think like all these kids died or something.
Yeah. And she had a dick.
She had a fucking.
The Pope had a pussy and
Bless
she had
you,
a
Mother
penis.
Teresa.
She had a
You now
penis.
have a penis.
She had a huge dong.
Mother Teresa, come fuck my pussy. I'm the Pope.
God has blessed you with a very big penis.
What's up, Slav?
So I was gonna chime in on something about Shane Gillis being a plant because of his father.
You think Shane Gillis is a plant?
Like a rhododendron?
Okay.
I don't understand, bro. He's clearly a Homo sapien.
How many plants do you know?
Yeah, the fuck, bro?
Damn, that's fucking.
Oh,
That's a deep cut plant.
Your calling is like, I'm calling to say that Shane Gillis is eucalyptus. Like, why do all of your callers have a southern accent?
I want to hear this.
It's the audience I've cultivated. Go ahead.
No, I was just calling in and give my own personal two-piece about my
let's hear the theory. Let's hear the theory
about this hollow hoax. But I'll just give a 2-second rundown about Shane Gillis. So his father was classmates in the same graduating class as Bill Burns, who was the former directorate of the CIA.
Okay.
From Obama till whoever was in charge of Biden.
Yeah.
And I heard this on War Mode.
Oh, the War Mode was saying that Shane's a plant? Or they were saying that...
Well, no.
Or they were saying
this whole plan... No, the whole thing about him being a plant is from that very good podcast I got to check out. It's called History Homos.
Okay.
But, like, the reason he got into West Point, they were speculating. And I emphasize the word speculating is because his father, Philip Gillis, was classmates and graduating with one William Burns, Bill Burns, who was a CIA director. And that's how he kind of got into West Point. And, they're like, no, we're just going to give him like a false hurdle with being canceled. I mean, and then
you're
again,
saying that his
point,
whole career trajectory has been meticulously planned out?
I mean, bro, you gonna tell me some motherfucking loser named Seth Simons who does bird poetry out of a house in the middle of nowhere in Ohio somehow? I mean,
that was, but then that was like when Twitter, like when that went down, like Twitter had such a bloodthirst to it for like canceling people. Like all Seth Simons had to do was, you know, one, he was aligned with all the most like liberal comedians. All he had to do was just like tweet, "Look what I found," and then you know you get 20 retweets, and then one person who has like a big.
I retweeted
it. Did you?
No.
Like one person who's like at the New York, fucking, you know, the Guardian or some shit or some art.
Yeah, and at that juncture in time, people were so sensationally eager to fucking take somebody down. You're gonna pay for. You have to repent for yourself.
I mean, that actually.
I thought it would like help their career.
No, I was just gonna say that. That it used to be like a Highlander kind of thing.
Yeah, right. I sent both of your names to a black comedian to put on a blacklist of names of racists.
Sure, I mean that's fair.
We don't do that bullshit anymore.
Yeah, when Trump's in office, that shit's over.
But when Trump's in office was when it got really bad, though.
Yeah. I mean, do you not? I mean, I've said this a million times, but do you not like see the parallel of the fact that Trump got in office and there's just like no more comedy movies, like literally lined up exactly
because he's too funny.
No, well, because he's doing all the comedy. We don't need comedy movies, but like literally, he went in office, and then the opposite reaction was so harsh to him because they hated him so much that the whole industry, which is mostly liberal, especially in entertainment, went so far the other direction that we just could not. We had a decade of no comedy movies. Like, and I saw Judd Apatow talking. Someone asked him like on the red carpet of the SNL thing. They're like, "You think?" They're like,
that's right, buddy.
That's right. You get him, Slav.
You tell him.
But he was like, "Do you think comedy movies will come back?" And Judd Apatow was like, "Yeah, you know, we just need like a good one, and it's cyclical." I'm like, "It's not fucking cyclical. There was no previous 10-year period of no comedy movies. Bro. They literally always existed, and then they disappeared for an entire decade. Yeah. The last big budget comedy movie was Ted 2.
And you're saying that was Seth Simons doing?
No. Seth Simons was just a product of that environment, and that was obviously later.
At the very least, the Jews.
I'm saying Trump, like if Hillary Clinton, like,
but everybody did like freak out a little bit when he won.
Yeah,
and everybody was like, "Oh, what do we do?" Like,
for sure,
he's funny, so now we have to be really gay.
I don't even think they were like he's funny. They were like he's Hitler, and anything that is even like remotely associated with anything about him, which I think maybe like edgy humor, quote unquote.
I think so. Yeah.
Because, like, dude, there's like Judd Apatow.
It made stand up better though when he got elected. Because things got more tumultuous and there was more people upset, so there's more things.
I mean, it didn't. I mean, I personally know a lot of people who were like, they wouldn't actually, like, if they had certain jokes, they wouldn't make them anymore. I mean, dude, it's like you got like canceled.
Well, you would sit down to podcasts with people and they'd be like worried about, you know.
Yeah, you're like.
But I feel like that all happened during COVID.
No, it was before.
Cancel thing.
It was before.
No, it was before.
Like
I mean, no, dude. I mean, like
got pretty bad.
The Trump, like, here's the thing: Trump got elected. Then they had literally the day before or the day after his inauguration, they had the Women's March,
right?
Which created Me Too. The Me Too movement came out of the Women's March, and this is all related to Trump being in office. Like Hillary Clinton, there would be no Women's March, there would be no Me Too movement, none of that.
Bro, Gamergate was funded by USAID. All that shit is fake, bro.
Dude, all that, but like all that stuff is like directly related to Donald Trump winning office the first time.
So if Hillary Clinton won, there'd be more sexual assault and more.
Dude, Harvey Weinstein would literally be a free man if Hillary Clinton won.
Wow,
it would have been status quo. We'd be watching.
Isn't that funny? Everything's a reaction to something.
We'd be watching Django 4 right now. Yeah. Like dude, it would
now
be
with more N-words.
You didn't think we could fit them in?
I actually thought that there were enough N-words in.
Well, what is it? What I did call in about was because I do have like family, like personal blood involvement with this whole thing about European summer camps during the 1940s.
Sure.
Yeah. So. Like, again, I'm going to reiterate. My family that were in the Soviet Union, half of them who were Polish Catholics, they got around, like, dude, I don't give two shits about them fucking camps. You want to see the real shit? Go look up the footage of Einsatzgruppen. They were the frontline guys of the Wehrmacht and the Schützenstaffel, the SS. I mean, y'all need to learn some German. They're the ones who were being like, okay, we round them up, shoving them to barns, burning them down. And they're the ones getting PTSD and had to be sent back home because they're like, bro, we're running out of ammo and we can't keep filling up these mass graves. Blah, 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 blah. Upon directives.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, blah, blah, yeah. I mean,
because they were like going crazy.
About all these,
yeah, good.
I mean, I wouldn't say going. I mean, dude, Germanic people, they're not like inhumane. They're kind-hearted people.
I mean, they're a bunch of pussies right now. You see that 60 Minutes thing?
Bro, I'm surprised they ain't speaking Arabic by now. I mean, they're always waking up with headaches.
Dude, they literally, did you see that 60 Minutes clip? They 60 Minutes on Sunday followed like this German police as they were raiding people's homes for tweets, for like posting racist memes. Stuff is crazy.
I hope one of these neo-Gestapos show up to my front door.
Nice.
It's gonna be the last breath I fucking take. I'm gonna put them down in the fucking ground. Like, I ain't even complaining. Like, no, but for real, like,
you gotta die on your feet, right?
Bro, I'm dying with my body on top of them. Nice. Ain't like, bro, I'm retarded.
Yeah, but no, bro.
Like, I will. And plus, like, Recine, yo, you going real heavy for Gaza. And it's like, my thing is, I don't like either. Mm-hmm. But god damn, like the actions of Tel Aviv kind of push me more and more to liking these fucking ragheads. God damn it. But,
that's what I've been saying. I mean, not in that way. A little differently, but yeah.
Yeah, a little more diplomatically, but sure.
Right, of course.
Nodding his head along, yeah.
He's paraphrasing what I said.
Yo, you can't say that. You just demonetized the fucking show, idiot.
Oh, no.
He got my show demonetized like 2 weeks ago for saying that, the R word.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rambunctious?
No, RAG heads. Gets the instant demonetization.
What is happening to this world?
I know. Crazy because nothing that... You want to know what's crazy? Nothing up until this point of this show got it demonetized. Like all the shit we've been talking about, not grounds for demonetization.
Wow.
That word just got the show demonetized.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess...
Whatever.
I guess.
I mean, if you want to
whatever. That's your problem, Jew boy.
I mean, if you want to keep playing into communism with double speak, go ahead. Make.
I think we could get. I think we could get like the tone of what you're saying without saying. I think actually, to be honest, that YouTube might be demonetizing for that just kind of being a hacky thing to say.
Hey,
yeah,
YouTube was like, nah, it was whack.
Yeah, it's not this is a comedy podcast.
I thought these boys were Stalinists.
Don't worry, Danny. I have like 3 dozen options to create a.
Well, let's hear them because you keep using the same one every week.
Wait.
Yeah, no, but what is it?
It's nice because sometimes I post and I'm like, am I really changing anyone's mind?
Yeah.
But he's like, no, I'm gonna go hard for the.
Yeah, man. He's like, fuck it, man.
It's like it's good to be. It's good to connect with people.
Yeah, you're a thought leader.
I'm a thought leader. Yeah.
Thought leader, Mike Recine.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like I'm gonna say, and how it's been said before, just on the show alone, there's a lot of what is it? Official organizations like the Red Cross are like, hey, these are their numbers. This is what we saw. Blah blah blah. And then you look at the map of. Well, all the labor camps were taken over by Western forces, and all the supposed death camps were, taken over by Soviets. And my family were those who were drafted into war.
Yeah, I mean, dude, my grandfather was in the siege of Leningrad. Pretty crazy. They were fucking surrounded for 900 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
But like there's a distinction between saying supposed death camps and thinking that the numbers were fudged or conflated.
Well,
right?
What is it? So my great grandfather, he was drafted into the Red Army. He's the only one who survived. He was drafted into the Red Army as a medic because he's microbiologist who worked on penicillin.
Sounds like he was a fucking pussy.
And he got captured.
Pick up a gun, man. Nazis are at the gate.
Well, I mean, a pussy for a guy who did 3 years in Buchenwald, and because he was in Buchenwald as a Red Army soldier.
Did he have a fun time? Is that why you have the beliefs you do? He goes, it was a fucking piece of cake.
No. So what happened is because he already knocked up his wife back in the Soviet Union. When they got liberated from Buchenwald in 1944, he had to walk east instead of west where all of his buddies went because they didn't want to get captured by Soviet intelligence. He got captured by Soviet intelligence. This dude's black jackets, black boots, all that. And he got sentenced to 11 years in Gulag. He spent 7 years there. Gulag. Yeah, no, because if you're a POW as a Red Army soldier, you're a traitor to the state because it's like, well, you're sitting on your hands when you outnumber all the Germans in the camp and you're not killing them, blah, blah. But no, but he did get treated, he got treated better by Germans than Bolshevik Jew Soviet prison guards in the gulags. And the only saving grace for him was that he had like a second cousin and she was filing papers in the gulag office and she saw his name. So she was able to like fast track his release. But what is it? So when he was in Buchenwald, he was assigned to slave labor and to make delousing agents to fight typhus.
He was delousing Asians?
Delousing agents.
Yeah, delousing. Yeah, Asians. If you know anything about medicine and science.
Asians have lice.
Asians have lice. You got to delouse them. Delouse them.
Yeah, so he was made, they were all made to make that, and they thought, oh, this is for the troops, for the Wehrmacht, the German troops in trenches, because that's what they grew up knowing, and they sabotaged all of them, but they didn't realize it was going to all of the prisoners, you know, all the people who were like, hey, we asked you to leave, now we got to put you in camps, and that's what killed Anne Frank. My great-great-grandfather had a hand in exterminating.
She died from delousing agent? What did I miss?
No. How did y'all get taught that Anne Frank was killed?
I think they just showed up and took her away.
The audience that you
No. What was the method? What was the method of her extermination?
I mean, dude, everyone knows Anne Frank was an industry plant.
Yeah. Her and Helen Keller.
Yeah, Anne Frank is as real as Helen Keller. That's what I say.
Yeah.
They both existed, but everything written about them is completely fucking fake.
Like Jesus.
So oh, Jesus Christ, whatever the fuck. Well, they blame the Jews for all this shit. So basically, they were assigned to make these delousing agents that they thought were for German troops, but it was intended for all the occupants of these summer camps where they had pools and pianos and music halls and yada yada.
Was this confirmed by your great-grandfather? Was he swimming in the pools, doing laps?
No. That's Auschwitz. He was in Buchenwald. They had the giant marble quarry where they had to like.
Oh, so he just happened to be at the bad one.
They had PlayStation there too.
Yeah.
I love how he's like, no, Buchenwald was bad. Auschwitz was a fucking walk in the park.
Yeah, they were playing bumper pool and shit.
Auschwitz was super chill. Buchenwald, no, that actually was as advertised. That was rough.
Super soaker.
So basically, he was assigned to make these, and they sabotaged them. This is the same thing in all the other German labor camps, especially in the Czech Republic and in Hungary, where they were assigned to make rifles, and they offset the sights. So when German troops shot with these slave-made rifles, they were shooting 3 meters left, right, or up or down. So basically, they were like, these medicines we're making, it's for these German troops who've been shooting us and burning the villages we had to walk through.
All right, I can't talk about the Jews anymore.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, bro.
Wild Bill, what's up, man?
Hey, Jew, I wanted to say.
I gotta have like a dedicated episode where I go, everybody get all the Jew stuff out. We'll do it one episode a month.
Howdy, Jew.
I feel like I'm watching like a Coen Brothers movie or something.
Dude, I feel like I'm watching the History Channel on meth.
I will say, at least I can say about the viewers, well read.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. At least they're not a bunch of just wasting their lives on TikTok.
Right.
They're reading fucking Holocaust microfiche at the library.
Dude.
Wild Bill, you there?
I'm here, homie.
What's up, buddy? How's it
They're all
going?
an incognito browser, just reading up on the stuff.
Dude.
How's it going?
Hey, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in for my Hebrew knowledge. That when I'm Catholic, and when I was
this is the
getting,
show, I
This is
guess.
the fourth Catholic in a row, bro, with a southern accent.
No, he's from Philly. Billy's from Philly. Go ahead, Bill.
Fucking Monster Energy drinks.
So there was like the garment district where everyone would get their suits and shit made, and it was all Jewish down there on 2nd Street.
Yeah, Jews
and
are
when
big
I
in
was
the
getting my
garments.
Yo, Danny, who owned the slave ships, bro? Who was owning those ships?
That's the next caller.
That's a fire Philly, bro.
Yo, who's making all the interracial porn? Yo, who's making them Cheerios commercials with the black husband and the white wife?
Sounds like
It
you've been
ain't
doing
me,
some
it
reading
ain't
yourself
Catholics.
there, Mike Recine. I think we might be on the same Twitter. Go ahead, Bill.
So I'm getting my communion suit. I'm getting measured for it, and it's a Jewish dude, and I strip down to my tighty whities, and he starts playing with my pecker.
Really?
He's like flipping it with his fingers and shit. Yeah, and my mom was like in the next room. Like, he brought me in, take your clothes off. He had to measure me. He's measuring me all tight and everything. And when he goes up to measure my inseam, he's like down there, like flicking my bird. And it just popped. I didn't remember this for like 35 years or 40 years. I don't know, however old.
Cucked you in front of your mom?
Wait, so you
No,
you just in
she
the
was in the
moment
next room.
repressed this memory, and then how did it come about 35 to 40 years later?
Listen to
Were
your
you
podcast.
My dad died a month ago, and I was looking at old pictures, and there was my communion picture was in there, and it's an all white suit, and it all came flooding back to me when I was getting measured and everything. I don't know. It was just weird. It just popped in my head.
Damn, bro. I'm sorry to hear about your pops.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, he's an old dude, 89. But
Yo, this guy Danny looks like the dude that molested me.
Yeah, dude, do I look like the guy that molested you?
So what happened? He was spinning your little dreidel. Things got heated, or how did it? What went down?
Unless the things.
he didn't. I don't know. I just I remember like sucking my stomach in and kind of backing up, and he looked at me and just stopped, and he kept measuring. He didn't do anything more than that, but he was like flicking on my bird.
Damn, bro.
He didn't suck it or pull his junk out or anything. My mom was like 10 feet away, but he was in the room. You know, it was another room to measure and all the tape measures and all that crap, like the old school stuff.
And then when you try to get rid of these people, you're the bad guy.
Yeah, no.
Moloch
Station,
Station,
bro. Get him out of the neighborhood.
So, do you leave a bad review for him?
If you just love your country and want people to thrive and get rid of the...
Did you see that Trevor Noah thing? That Trevor Noah clip going around?
I watched a little bit
where
of
he's
it,
basically
yeah.
like segregation's
good.
was good. Like, he's like, yeah, integration was a mistake.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people on this show are like, I think I like Trevor Noah now.
It's like, you know, my mother was a coal burner, actually.
Yeah, I'd rather be speaking German now than have a mulatto nephew.
Jesus fuck, bro.
You know.
This is the audience I've cultivated.
anyway,
You got to take the big swings.
You know what? Here's the thing. When you let people say whatever they want, they really say whatever they want.
What's wrong with your nephew?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with him, but I'd rather be speaking German than having
He's
this
like,
fucked
nothing.
up
He's a perfect,
society.
beautiful, blue-eyed boy. He is the perfect specimen.
This whole, my niece is like that. She's all with the trans shit. My sisters are like that. It's like they're all brainwashed. The whole friggin' everybody. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, it's the world in which we live, I guess. This is a big element of what I was saying with like even the comedy movies, not to tie it back, but like this is just the massive snap back. It was the massive like just reaction away from Trump, and then just things got extra crazy.
Right.
We would have got there eventually, but it just like accelerated it.
Yeah, the world was doing great, and now there's mixed race nieces walking around.
I hope your
Nobody
nephew.
wants
I hope
that.
your
But that
nephew
woke
was
shit
just
was really
thrilled.
bad for everybody's. It was just bad.
What was that?
It just held things up.
Yeah, it is better that it just kind of. I mean, the ideal.
You think it's gonna come
scenario-
back though?
I don't know. The ideal scenario, in my opinion, was that Trump got elected back to back, and we would just be done with it.
Damn.
Versus now, because now he's like they tried to kill him. Derek Drescher, everybody.
My bad, John. Oh, sorry.
Hey, he still blocked 2 women from becoming president. He's the greatest man of
That's right. That's right.
How's it going, Derek?
Fuck them broads. Anyway, I'll let you fellas go. Get
Later,
somebody
buddy.
else on. Adios. Love you.
Billy from Philly. It's been a wild one, Derek. How you doing, man?
I heard there was a lot of Jew talk.
We've been talking about your.
Where'd you
people,
hear
man.
that?
We've been talking about your
No.
people, Derek.
I didn't say anything.
Jeez.
Guys, don't worry. I'm here. It's safe.
Danny's full Jew.
Yeah, I'm full. Hello. You're on the Bathhouse.
I can't believe how long you left me down fucking stairs, man.
I
It's
fucking I
unacceptable.
gave you his number so that you could text him. I can't do
He's
it.
fucking producing your show.
I'm hosting it.
You raise your fucking goddamn.
Hello, you're on the Bathhouse. Hello.
Billy, you there?
Yeah, we can hear you.
William?
This isn't what Billy.
Jew.
Hello.
Hello, Jew.
What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No shit. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, you're on
Bro,
the
okay, I have a question.
Go ahead.
It's not about Jews.
Thank God. Thank God. I'm exhausted.
I want to talk about juice. Man.
Oh, they're the chosen people.
How would you feel if you went on to like Google Maps or your map app and you typed in your last name
Interesting.
with the word Fort, my last name, there's a place.
There's no Fort Polish, John. I can't.
There's a place in America that's named Fort Macomb, and it's an archaeological site.
Well, your name is Macomb?
Yeah.
Fort Macomb.
Macomb.
Let's see, Fort Recine. I guarantee you have one, probably.
Fort
No,
Tait.
there's no
Dude,
Fort.
that's crazy.
Fort Winston.
There's no Fort
Probably a
Recine.
Fort
Yeah. It's FORT, Fort MACOMB.
So you have a fort named after you.
Yeah, it's my last name. And it's an archaeological site.
Fort Macomb?
Yes, sir.
Fort Macomb great again.
There's Fort Lee, like not far from here. It's in New Jersey.
You're not
New
fi-
Jersey.
There's
You're
Fort,
not
there's
finding
Fort
Fucking
Dix.
Bergen County.
Tate likes that place.
Yo, bro, because homosexuality.
Yeah, homosexuality.
Yeah, bro. I feel
Homosexual activity.
listen.
You know what
Okay,
I mean?
and what happens at Fort Macomb? Have you gone down this rabbit hole? Is it?
It's a star fort. It's one of these forts that people believe was built before America was founded.
Is this
And
in Florida?
It's a building.
I disagree
It's
with
in
that.
South Louisiana.
South? Oh, okay, but it's
New Orleans.
New Orleans. Oh, okay, yeah, but it's near because I know that outside of St. Augustine they have all the star forts.
I don't like
which
that he
is-
said before America existed. That
There's
is
star
untrue.
forts in damn near every country in the world.
Yeah, but I know
Sorry.
that
What?
St.
Where
Augustine.
they look at space?
No, they're just like
No,
no, they
these
look like
things are-
stars like from above. I believe.
They're
right?
Well, like a Star of David.
No, I don't
Sort
think
of,
there's.
yep.
Yeah, I don't know if they're.
sort of.
So now you know.
There's some in
Now-
Canada.
now you
there's
fucking
some
know.
in South America.
Yeah, they have them everywhere. I don't. Is that just a type of
You know
fort that
the-
they used to build? Like
So you're
that
saying
style?
the Native Americans built it
Yeah,
before
I-
America?
No, I think it's the Spanish.
Well, the Native Americans, they could have already been here while the Native Americans were here, and the Native Americans didn't have anything to do with them, really.
How were the Native Americans here before America, bro?
That's what it looks like from.
Elaborate.
Well, before we... Yes. Yeah.
And now Google who owns that fort.
Who owns the real estate?
Yeah,
Why
who-
is it becoming a
It's
golf
listed-
course
It's
next month?
listed as an archaeological site.
Yeah, it just says it's
Yeah, it's
closed.
listed.
But I guess it's
No, you can walk right up to it, dude. I looked real
Oh,
close. There's
It's
no
closed
gate.
right now
No,
because it's
it's
after
permanently
hours.
closed.
Nah, ain't nothing ever permanently
Historical
closed,
landmark.
baby.
There's
And it's
like,
where they
I don't know any of
hoard
the
all the
history.
interracial porn in the country.
It's totally unmaintained, like 1976.
Yeah, because I know there's also St. Augustine
Nobody
has like
shaved
all these. You guys ever been to
St. Augustine where?
In Florida. St. Augustine is the
There's
earliest
several.
cities in America because it's like where the Spaniards went to first
Yeah.
before they like basically.
What about the
You know that
colony
picture of Tom
Roanoke?
Cotton with like all of Saddam's gold when he was
Yeah.
in Iraq?
There's,
What if it was him with like all
A lot
interracial
of this
porn?
information.
Someone make that.
a lot of this information is on a YouTube channel called Old World Exploration.
Yeah, I'll check
okay.
that out
And
tonight
this
as soon as
guy
I get
will-
home next to my girl with her big
This guy
ass
will straight
titties.
up make you
I'm gonna be like,
wonder
sorry, I gotta
if any of
look
our
at
history.
Hold up, Shawty.
Yes, Shorty,
I
hold
gotta
up.
look at some ancient archaeological sites.
Yeah.
They might be starport.
I had the guy from Old World, Florida, on my other show, and he was telling me all about this shit.
Old World, Florida?
He has a podcast called
I've heard
Old
of that,
World,
yep.
Florida, and it's all about how like
checked
all
it.
the first cities in America were essentially like in Florida. And some people think
Yeah,
the lost city of Atlantis is in, I think, the Gulf of America or something.
Turns out the lost city of Atlantis
It
is
flows
Fort
together.
Lauderdale.
So they stay so
Tampa
youth-
Bay.
What is they
They
say?
so
Fort
youthful.
Lauderdale,
Yeah.
bro.
These buildings lapse with the mud flood theory.
Yeah, they did.
The Mud Flood series, is that interracial porn?
No theory.
That's anal. That's just straight anal.
I thought, yeah,
mud
interracial.
flood, yeah.
son.
Mud flood theories. Yeah, there's a great flood. All right, cool, man. Well, appreciate you calling in.
I'm gonna research that shit.
Yeah,
That was a smart guy.
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, we have well-read people on this show. Well-read callers. Hello.
They've read
You're on
Mein
the
Kampf
Bathhouse.
back to back.
Hey, what's going on, Danny? It's
What's up?
Cocaine.
What's
Derek Mike, big fan. Guy on the left.
Yo.
I don't know you, but
Tait Winston.
Tate's
very
good
good.
people.
What's up, bro?
He's good shit.
Yeah.
Check him out.
yeah. I don't want to do any juice crew stuff. Derek, I wanted to kind of talk to you. I admire your the way you're sober because you seem to really know yourself, and that's kind of the key to the situation. Anyways, I was hoping, I heard you a couple weeks ago when you were saying that you had a other than honorable discharge from the Army, and you turned that around to a
Yes.
yeah. Can you give us a quick recap of that?
How?
And I'll just take this. I'll hang up while you explain it.
No, you don't have to hang up. I just feel like you're calling
Oh,
from
okay,
the
cool.
Department of Veterans Affairs trying to take my fucking money away.
No. I'm just wondering
How I was able
No,
to
I'm just
turn
wondering
it.
how you did it.
So this is how it happened. This is the long and short of it. I was injured while I was in. So after I was given the other than honorable discharge, I was able to get it turned into a full honorable because I was able to prove that I was injured while I was.
They didn't believe you.
Well, the thing is, anytime you put in for pension or compensation, well, pension you get because of the amount of service time you do, but compensation,
You get a pension? Were you in the Army for like 8 months?
11.
And you got pension for that?
I have compensation.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
And I heard the first cup of beer was made by a guy named Lenny Goldstein back in the 1600s.
So yeah, I put in I filed that I was injured while I was in, and then I had to produce the paperwork and speak to doctors, and then they had to be able to prove I was at where I was at when said incident happened, and that's why I was able to get compensated, and that's why they turned my
What happened? What was the NG?
It was
picking up a
Is
softball.
this because you're in for like longer than 6 months?
No, dude, you could be in for an hour if you get hurt when you're after you've sworn into them. It's their responsibility. You're like a piece of government property.
No.
Why did this happen to you? Are you trying to figure out? Are you trying to solve
Yeah,
the problem here?
No. It actually happened to my son. He joined the Army and then somehow ended up in Leavenworth,
Yeah,
which
Yeah,
is
that
like
happens.
kind of a long story.
Is that bad?
It does
Leavenworth's
happen,
it's a
but
prison. It's a military prison.
Leavenworth prison, yeah.
Yeah.
But he was in for like a little over a year. He ended up being in for a little over a year, and he spent like 9 months at Leavenworth. But he refused to. He refused to take to say that he did what they were saying that he did.
Oh, okay.
So they ended up just letting him out and giving him other than honorable. And I was just wondering how.
So it's not a full
you can get
dishonorable then, right?
No.
All right, so
it's just
that's
other than honorable.
actually not bad. What was his job? What did he do while he was in? I might be able to help out a little bit. I can navigate the system.
Well, he was just going in to be a cook, but he graduated basic, but never went to like tech school or anything like that.
Okay.
And what did they say he did?
Thank you, Jamie. That's the proper way to ask that question.
That got him in Leavenworth.
It was actually, I don't know, Derek, you probably know about the Sharp program, I'm sure.
Which program?
The Sharp.
I don't know. That might be after my time.
SHARP.
No, I know like
It started at Fort Hood and shit.
Texas?
It's basically like when you first go into the military now, like they tell you how to report sexual harassment crimes.
Okay.
So if people don't like you, then they just accuse you of shit. And then
oh yes,
most
dude.
people,
I
when
know.
they go to Leavenworth
I know a lot of people that actually were able to get compensation just because they said that.
So he got a year in military prison.
So the military is a lot like stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
like 9 months, dude. Yeah,
he got 9
sure.
months for
he
supposed sexual harassment.
This was the thing. Yeah, this was the thing.
Oh,
is they
so
were
he
keeping him
doesn't even
on the basic.
he doesn't have he wasn't found guilty of anything then.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
Derek got caught banging a dude. So your son's going to be fine.
Two,
The
my
injury-
first sergeant and my lieutenant, boy.
Now I have a question: Is Leavenworth? It's a jail.
No, it's a prison. I mean, you can be held
it
there
run,
also. Yeah.
But is it run like
It's
a
run
proper,
by military police.
But it's run like a proper prison, or is it run more like military?
It's run a little rougher than a proper.
It's worse than
you get
prison?
bread and water, my boy.
Yeah, it's a little rougher than a proper prison.
Yeah.
But
And these are all people who aim to serve their country.
Yeah, people make mistakes.
No, I
man.
understand that, but they treat you worse than like a fucking murderer.
Yeah, military prison. Military, everything is harder.
Yeah, it's really odd. I mean, he's got a good job now and everything. It's just that, I was just wanting him to get turn that around to an honorable.
This could turn into a long conversation, but if you want, reach out to me like on Instagram, and if it's something he really wants to do, like if he really wants to turn the what his discharges around, I could definitely help out. I could point him in the right direction.
Yeah, that's cool. Just look for cocaine,
Okay.
and that's how I'll reach out to you.
I got you, buddy.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Cool, man.
You got it.
All right, bye.
Man, I'm really helping people out
I
here.
know, man.
Helping guys clean off heroin.
Real mensch.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, what's up, boys?
What's up, brother?
What's up, boys?
Some boys.
Yo, so fucking one of my like ex like coworkers hit me up and I'm like we had sex one time.
Okay.
Dude or a chick? Dude or a chick?
And
It's a
then
chick. Okay. All right.
Rafe's not
Making
dude.
sure.
Rafe's not about that gay shit.
All right. Good shit.
Chicks.
And but like so like she fucking she got into a relationship right after that with one of the other coworkers.
Where'd you guys work at? Can you say?
We worked at a English pub.
Okay.
And all the girls have to wear little tiny kilts.
Nice.
I like it.
And she was like she's pretty hot and everything. And so she's like hitting me back up, and we're going to the aquarium on Thursday.
Nice.
Ooh, a little
Now
date?
she's still dating this other guy.
What?
She's still dating the other guy.
No, she's free. She's free and open.
Oh, this is good.
What's the problem?
Yeah, what's going on? What's the matter?
Aquariums rule.
Yeah, bro. Fuck her in the aquarium in the kilt.
Yeah, what's the
issue?
Derek, it's not. You can't just fucking present your ass like it's jail.
Yes, you
All
can.
right?
Yes, you can in an aquarium. And Pete,
Yeah,
they're
bro.
locked up too.
Put a kilt on a porpoise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck around.
Yeah, bro. Show them the goods.
I mean,
So
it's-
what's the issue?
Yeah, what's the issue here? Just that she's been with another man?
No. So I've liked her for a minute. Like we've been friends, and we've been friends for a minute.
Dude, why are you friends with so many
And, like,
girls?
This guy's the man, bro.
Because I fucking what the fuck? Are you like gay?
No, I'm not gay.
I mean,
Actually, gay
yes,
dudes have
friends with
mad
girls.
friends that are girls, bro.
Yeah, I hate to
All
break
of their
it to you.
friends are girls.
No, but he is right. Danny is gay. I will.
Yeah, facts. Talk to him, bro.
Yeah.
We all gay. Go on.
Go on.
Show yourself out.
So, are you
You
worried?
just got a dishonorable discharge from the bathhouse.
I could turn it around.
Wait, so like
Well,
you like this girl?
You gotta have Dude, I fucking like her, dude.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Bro.
So wait, hold on. So after you had sex with her, right? And then you guys.
We were drunk. That was like a we were drunk thing.
And you held it together after that around her?
Yeah, we were fine.
Okay, all right. So you're a G. And
so
then
he's playing the long game here.
Yeah.
A thing many men have done. That's the only explanation for having female friends.
He's gonna wait for her husband to die.
She's like 8 years older than me.
And she's working at a bar, bro. Yeah, you could probably do better, man.
Yeah. No. When we first met, I was like 24. So I was like, I'm still trying to,
You like the older girls, huh?
But then she like, yeah, I like the older girls.
I think your first call you ever called
was like 46.
Yeah, exactly. The first time you ever called you.
Yeah, a little more
40s.
Yeah, no, she's at her husband's grave. He's like, hey, you need a ride home.
The girl that I cried about on the roller coaster.
Yeah.
She was like 46.
Yeah, I remember that.
You're a wild boy.
Dude, she was hot as shit, though. She was hot as shit, dude.
Sure.
Roller coaster
a lot of hot chicks in their 40s.
Yeah.
So what are you worried about?
What's
You worried
going
about
on,
fucking
right?
this up, or what are you trying to figure out how to wifey her up?
I think so.
Yeah. First step, take her to the aquarium, dog.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I like
super
it.
memorable date.
Yeah, just don't tell her any of these
Do
things.
you know about animals that dwell in the ocean and shit, or no?
Mm-hmm. Sea mammals.
Oh, dude, I can bring up some facts. Dude.
Oh, so dude,
I'm a nerd.
hit her with that shit.
Drop the
Do a
knowledge,
little
bro.
one, see if she seems interested, and then just bang her in the head with that shit the whole fucking time.
Not too much, though. You don't want to seem like a dweeb.
Yeah.
So,
What did you read about manatees on Wikipedia before the date? You fucking
you see a
He's like,
swordfish,
this
you're
on
like,
his
do the
phone.
biomagnification.
The North American porpoise.
Is that an earpiece in your ear?
I have like super nerded out on roller coaster dates before, like going to like Kings Island or whatever.
And how'd that work out?
And that does not work out well.
Correct. And I think there's something to learn from your roller coaster infatuation.
It took me 2 whole dates to realize that, and I was like, all right, I'll stop talking about it. It's so crazy. But instead, I bring up, hey, you know who built this, and I'll say, the manufacturer, just like once on one roller coaster.
Knowing
not
a
every
roller coaster manufacturer is pussy.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, you drive that shit right. It
bro.
feels like the Sahara after that, man.
No. I was
Originally
saying it
signed
for
by a
every
Hungarian
roller coaster.
architect in 1944.
I was saying it for every roller coaster. It was bad.
Oh, I remember this.
It was bad.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, not good.
yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, but
So
bro,
don't do that with the fish.
You learn from your
Anything.
mistakes, brother.
Well, that's what we're trying to determine.
That's
is
not going
has
to
he-
turn somebody off, will it?
Yeah,
like most
roller
women would
coasters?
find that kind of endearing.
If
don't
you know
think?
everything about every roller coaster,
That's crazy, bro.
That's-
You
that
gotta
would-
keep that shit to yourself.
Girls would think that's endearing.
No, I think you got to be. I think they're.
Do
Like,
You have to be with
do any of you guys have a unique roller coaster that you've ridden?
No,
No,
King
fucking
the Cod,
normal human
Jersey.
beings.
Everybody
Hey.
talks about King the Cod, but I don't even think I've ever been on it.
No,
Hey,
I don't
yeah.
fuck with roller
Buddy,
coasters,
I'm
bro.
autistic too. King the Cod in Jersey.
have you been on that one, Ray?
Wait, is that Vecchione?
No, it's Michael C.
Close.
Michael C.
Dude, you
It's
look
another
like
Italian
you
guy.
look like Vecchione
Thanks.
with like a big hook nose on the side from the right, from where you're
Well,
sitting.
Now I know how Danny feels every week in and week out.
This
Italian
Wow, it's bleeding over to me. I never thought
You
this
don't
would
even
happen.
have a. You have a small nose.
I know.
It's not even that hooky.
No, I don't think it's hooky at all.
Minimally hooked.
It's
I think
pointy.
you're looking at me.
Yeah, I would say, if anything, Mike
No, it's
smells
just-
more
no,
like
it's
the
just-
penguin.
it's just-
Anti-Semitism
it's just
hurts.
big and fat.
See?
Hook was the wrong word.
Wow, I gotta-
Anti-Semitism
I
can
gotta-
affect all of us.
Is that what that feels
He
like?
said hook was the wrong word. What the fuck did you mean then?
It was big and fat.
Not, though.
yo.
It's actually
He's just
fine.
trolling Mike.
It's
Bro, so
fine.
yeah, just don't tell her about every
Azalea
fish.
Banks called me a cuck today on Twitter.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
fire,
fine.
bro.
Azalea Banks?
I'm
What are you
Jewish.
doing dealing with her?
I just had like a tweet go kind of
getting
viral,
busy.
And she went. Did
quote
she?
tweet and called me a cuck
I'm surprised she even knows how to fuck that chick.
Maybe
Did you-
instead of roller
did you answer
coasters,
her
bring
back?
up Azalea Banks.
yeah. I said please come do my podcast.
How do you feel about Gaza? No.
No,
Azalea Banks.
brother.
Yeah.
Brother.
You want to ask me about Gaza?
No.
No.
Aquarium. Back
Dude,
to
I
the
think we should
aquarium.
I think we should.
I heard they're
bomb
building. I
Israel,
heard they're
dude.
building aquariums
Fuck
in
those guys.
Gaza now.
Yeah, bro.
So I heard.
See, this guy should be getting lots of pussy.
We're about to build aquariums.
Buddy, let me hook you up with some of my Muslim lady friends.
An aquarium in Gaza.
Are you
They
willing
make a
to
blackfish
eat all
documentary
halal?
called Free Whalestine. Come on, man.
Free Willistine?
Free Willistine.
Yeah, I mean, look, just don't go too hard on the aquatic knowledge.
Yeah,
I would say.
minimize
just,
the
just tone it down.
aquatic
And
creature
just
knowledge.
Seem like it's not your first time at an aquarium.
An art museum, that's probably cool.
Museums are good.
It's the only aquarium in America that has a shark ray.
Okay, well, just keep that fact to yourself.
No, dude, no. That he should tell her about.
You think?
The shark ray?
Let her know about the shark ray.
Yeah, you definitely, bro. You're taking her to the
shark
place,
ray's a good fact.
bro.
What's
That's a pussy getting fact, dude. What are you talking about?
Okay,
Dude,
maybe you
shark
can-
ray. The most pussy getting fact of all time could be shark ray. What are
All
you
right.
talking about?
Tate, what do you think?
We're gonna need you to call back after the
all
date.
time? Of all time is reckless, bro.
I don't know, man. I feel like I got a lot of pussy just saying
no,
nothing
you should
at
try
all.
telling her that only
Yeah.
271,000 sharks.
Yo, Derek, you best be careful. I'm gonna give you the shark ray, dog. You best be careful, dog.
You got the shark ray.
There's only 271,000 sharks.
I'm
in
gonna
the
give you
ocean.
the fucking shark ray, dog.
Shark ray is like an Italian.
That
bookie.
I think you should pump up the shark ray for sure, like 100%.
Yeah, that's a good fact.
That's
and
a
then
good
it seems
thing.
like you're taking to like
Just
an
someplace
exclusive
special, yeah.
club.
Like, yo, this is where the shark ray is at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but she obviously likes
Dude,
it.
I
She's
had,
going on a
I had
date.
the biggest shark ray on the fucking this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
That's a little wild.
How old is she?
I heard
now?
octopuses control the ocean.
Hey, that's an anti-Semitic trope.
I know.
I gotta go soon.
Well, we're gonna wrap this up in 10 minutes.
I'm dead tired.
All right.
We can just leave this whenever we want.
Yeah, whenever.
Normally we just kind of formally wrap it up, but we're gonna end this pretty soon. So,
Hey, Derek, your fucking beanie looks like a fucking faggot fucking
Have a good night, motherfucker.
that's uncalled for.
The shark ray is gonna fuck his girl.
Brookings Brown asked Derek if the whites stole or conquered the Indians.
Stole?
Yeah, that's what his question was.
Stole or conquered?
Yeah, if the whites.
Why is
stole or
Derek
conquered-
qualified to answer that?
I am qualified. I'm an
I don't know.
American.
Let's talk to Rube Star. Rube Star, what's up, buddy?
Rube?
Rube, are you there?
I wonder what he means by stole or conquered.
I don't know. Rube.
I don't know if conquer is
Okay, Rube's not there.
Maybe conquered might be the right
See if-
word.
let's see if
The
we
Native
got
Americans?
Our pal Chris. Chris, are you there?
I think they probably played a little dirty.
Yeah. Chris.
Hello?
When are
Hey,
people
what's up, buddy?
conquered?
I don't know.
The Indians, yeah. Hello?
There should be an even playing field with like the technology and the
Hello?
weapons and stuff.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah,
Chris?
that'll never happen. No.
What's going on?
Do you think if we
Did the phone stop working?
gave the Native Americans like M16s and drones, they could start getting a little land back?
Not
Let's
now,
try
but maybe
Hello?
like if I had a time machine or something.
Hello, you're on the Bathhouse.
For many moons,
Hey,
the
what's up?
elders have told me to fly the drones.
Yeah.
They're just fucking.
I don't know. You think if we
Hello?
the phone stop working?
Hang up the fucking phone.
I don't know if this is his phone stop working. James, are you there?
We can just hear ourselves.
Yo. Go ahead, rap.
I don't think this is. I think we lost the connection. Hold on, let me.
Everyone who calls in the show denies the Holocaust and speaks really slow.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Is there?
I don't think it happened, Danny. I got a question.
Only one dude didn't have a southern accent.
Yeah, hold
Well,
on.
Philly.
Let me repair it, Johnny. We're gonna wrap this up shortly, though. Thank you for bearing with me right now. Is it
Well, we were having
hold on.
a conquered people.
Hello, you're on the Bathhouse.
All right, let's just have a conversation.
I think the phone.
Your phone don't work.
It was working the whole time.
The
then you
Chinese
fucked
cut
up.
it.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, what's good? What up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
What's up? I just got some more research for you guys, not
God.
Jew related.
Let's go.
Well, I did want to give a little advice for Rafe, if I could.
Go ahead.
Well, in my experience, and haven't done that great. But in my experience, it's always easiest to secure a good relationship when you have some kind of activity to bond over. Or in your gentlemen's cases, if you can figure out a situation where you can have some social cachet, whether that's a club or a group or whatever. So
yeah, social
that's
proof.
The best and easiest.
That's straight from the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have
Volleyball,
friends that love you and all
surfing.
that shit, right?
Yeah, that's hard to come by. But anyways, so I was doing some more research, and I found out that you know about DMT, obviously, right?
Sure.
Yep. Rogan.
DMX is
Did
broke.
the Jews invent
the
that?
guy, well, funny enough, the guy who first experimented with DMT in America legally was a Jewish guy who went to yeshiva college in New York City.
Okay.
And he's pretty famous. He's been
His
on
name's
Rogan.
Ari
His name's
Shafir.
Rick Strassman.
Oh, wrong guy. Wrong Jew.
Well, yeah.
Shout out Ricky Strauss.
No. Yeah, close, but no, not Ari. But Rick Strassman, he's been on Joe Rogan. I had him on my podcast, actually.
Is
But
that
he
the
just
guy
came
with
out
the
this
with the
book
weird
where-
hats? Is that the guy with the weird hats and the glasses, or no?
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so small. It's really small.
It's a little small for the head.
No, he doesn't wear glasses.
It doesn't really fit on his head the right way. He needs a pin to keep it on.
Well, he does look like Groucho
Yeah,
Marx.
no,
the
this
nose
guy-
is real.
Go
yeah,
on.
Rick is an interesting guy. So he just put out a tell-all of his life, right? And he's talking about his time doing drugs in Yeshiva University. And I just wanted to read a little bit from the book, if I could.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
So he's at a basketball game at Yeshiva, and he thinks to himself, oh shit, am I busted? Do they know I'm in a dick-filled acid black hole? Is this brunette mocking me? And context, he's tripping on acid at a basketball game.
At
and
Yeshiva
he's
University?
hallucinating.
If I was at a Yeshiva University
Or-
basketball game, my first thought was, this sucks.
Yeah. The final score was 12.
What's all the layups?
Can anybody use their left hand?
Nah, the Maccabees are good, bro. You should watch them. They're good.
Maccabi Tel Aviv?
The name of the yeshiva college is they're also
really?
the Maccabees. Yeah,
And they're good.
they're good.
Have they ever played in March Madness tournament?
No,
So they're not that good.
The Yeshiva Molochs.
it's a good
Go
game.
ahead, Mark.
They play well.
Well, there's more. I won't waste your time with reading more of it, but it's just kind of crazy because he's a very serious scientist, and then all of a sudden he comes out with these memoirs and reveals that
They're all very
he's a
wacky.
very troubled young man.
Sure.
Very, very.
I mean-
going through some gay panic, as he called it.
I mean, big rule of DMT is definitely do not do that shit in public.
Or
That
if you're
is
gay.
Or if you're gay.
Yeah.
Or if you're a little
You'll panic.
questioning. You'll panic.
At a basketball game, especially.
Yeah, not a good-
So he was doing DMT at the basketball game and he got turned on by the guys.
By all the prominent peens.
Right, and he's having this hallucination of like naked people playing basketball, and then he realizes that the chicks sitting next to him are like, "Hey, are you all right? What's going on?" And then he's like, "Oh no, everybody knows I'm gay," and ran out of the basketball. I don't know if he intended on it being a hilarious book, but it's a very weird read and very funny.
Cool.
To just kind of.
What's
Especially
his-
considering
Rick Strassman?
Rick Strassman?
Oh, the balls are dribbling.
Yeah, first guy to synthesize DMT and then trip on it. He wrote a book about it and all that. So,
all right, cool. Thanks,
yeah,
Mark.
very.
All
Anyways,
these balls, I'm
peace.
schwitzing.
Thanks, buddy.
This is everyone who calls into the show.
Yo, what's up, Danny? I got severe brain damage, and let me tell you why y'all be fucking through the sheet. The reason you do that,
Dog, 97% of your calls.
cause
I did a little research,
put your
Daniel.
penis,
Hello?
you put your
Slav called in or no?
What?
Slav called in?
Oh, yeah.
And this is the thing, right?
Yeah. What's up?
Yes, I am wearing a FUBU sweatsuit right now.
What's up, Charlie?
I can say multitudes.
How's it going?
Yes, I'm a wigger. Yeah. Yes, I'm a Holocaust denier.
A multifaceted
The wigger
individual.
Holocaust denier Venn diagram
That's hilarious.
in the middle
I just
is
don't think that shit
Can't be
happened.
putting me in a
cuz.
box.
Bathhouse listener. What's
Is
up?
there another person on too at the same time?
No, we're just all talking. What's up, dude?
Oh, okay. I thought there was another caller on. Or something.
No.
That sounded weird.
It sounded like one.
Nah, we're just making fun of Danny's retard fans. Go ahead.
Oh my! I can't believe how many people are like blaming the Jews tonight for everything.
Dude, it's rough
like, every
right now.
caller. is
Hey,
like,
man, that's
hates
what
the
happens when
Jews.
you don't screen calls.
That's what happens when you start reading, you know?
You eventually, yeah.
It's like-
They make you
like
take a
every single
vaccine,
caller
and all
is
of a
like, "Fuck the
sudden, it's.
Jews."
You don't even stand up for your people.
What do you mean?
You never stand up for your people.
I stand up for my people. I just let people talk.
Okay.
I like hearing what people have to say.
He's a fucking Uncle Tom.
He is. He's a fucking, yeah.
I'm interested in the beliefs people have.
You're like Jesse Lee Peterson of Jews.
Kind of. I kind of am a Jesse Lee Peterson of Jews.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude?
Yeah. I just wanted to find out what you thought of the. I don't know if you saw the Seinfeld clip that went viral where he's like, "I don't care about Palestine." Like, I thought it was kind of funny.
I mean, what do they expect him to say?
Yeah.
What do they expect him to? He's not even.
He's like a.
I mean, he's like a desert.
diehard Zionist.
But his, I think his mother is. He's like half Sephardic. They're like.
Yeah, but
they're like desert people.
Yeah, he's like a hardcore Zionist.
Yeah.
I yelled at Chuck Schumer a few months ago because I saw him at like an event, and I was like, I gotta say something.
Sure.
That's Chuck. He's right there.
What was he even doing out?
I don't know, but he shows up at like all the little Brooklyn stuff. He lives in Brooklyn.
Didn't
There was
he
like a
get
little street
caught
festival.
up in like sex shit when he
Did
was
he?
when he was? In,
That would have been good for you to know. No,
Chuck
the
Schumer,
Cuomo,
that's
you're
Elliot
thinking Cuomo.
Spitzer. You might be thinking of. Yeah.
No,
Elliot
that was a
Spitzer
different
what I was
Jew.
saying. But it was like really scary, you know.
To what?
What'd you say to him?
confront
I
him?
just said, "Hey, let's stop the baby killing."
Yeah.
And then I walked away.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did he say anything
I
back?
thought I was gonna. No, because I walked away really fast.
It would have
I'm
been
a
funny if he
fucking-
was like, "Go, no,
Yeah.
absolutely not."
That's probably what he was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was like, he probably thought you were like anti-abortion or something. He probably thought you were some WAP like pro-life guy.
It's fucking. It's not right. It's not right. It's a human being. Come on, Schumer.
A life is a
person
fucking
there.
life at a moment of conception.
Once.
Yeah, the church by my old house, actually, there was a church right by my house in Brooklyn, and they had a little monument.
They did abortions in the church.
No, they had a little
Oh.
monument to all
That'd
the
be very Brooklyn.
all aborted like children, basically.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Shouts
they
out
have,
to
like-
all my fallen soldiers.
Yeah.
Because all those kids are in heaven right now going, I never got to do a podcast.
Right, right, but they like it was a very like Italian church. It's like they do like a very low rent. You know that in Williamsburg that fair they do,
Yeah.
in the summertime,
Nah.
or whatever on like North 8th or whatever
Yeah, yeah.
that whole area.
I don't
That's
participate.
that church. It was right by my house. Yeah,
Never that.
Yeah, I don't participate.
it was pretty fun. They had a Ferris wheel, although it'd be right outside of my apartment, and it was a really annoying week. But
And they made the baby black by accident. And the Italian guys were like, what the fuck is this? Oh,
no! Disrespect! Anyways, yeah. Sorry, what was your question there, Tony?
What are we talking
I completely lost. I've lost the plot.
You're going to desecrate the
No, I was
baby
gonna ask if
Jesus?
there were any comedy clubs in Gaza.
What would they call it? Gaga.
The Gaza comic
Gaza
strip.
Strip.
Comedy clubs
The
in
Gaza
The
Strip.
Gaza comic strip.
What about Gazaha?
Gazaha.
Yo, let's go to.
Okay.
What do you
Gotta
think
go,
about
guys. I
the-
got a
You
spot.
you guys are having too much fun.
What do you think about the Mike
No,
Recine?
that was it. I
What?
just wanted to ask your opinion on the Jerry Seinfeld thing. That's
Oh,
it. I hope
yeah.
you guys keep the show going, all right?
Cool.
No,
thanks, buddy.
I mean, well, I just don't understand how
It's
they would
what I
expect
thought.
him to react.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What do you think about Trump's posturing with the whole Gaza situation? Do you have any theories about what he might be up to?
I don't know, but somebody told me that like he left instructions in case he's assassinated
Yeah, he
to like
did.
do war with Iran. or
Yeah, he
something.
did. He literally.
Listen, the
on
thing is this:
TV.
if we're gonna go war with Iran again or have any issues when we
Again?
we need to roll whatever. What did we do to them last time? Well, they know they fucking.
Doris Kearns Goodwin over here.
They had the. We never had any issues with them. The guests of the Ayatollah shit when they fucking took over the embassy.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
We never had boots on the ground.
There was a whole fucking
no.
shop
No.
around
Ever-
situation.
I don't
We had
think
him
so, but I don't know.
assassinated or something.
This is the thing. If they're gonna do it right and just fucking end it.
There's no ending it though. They just replace. It's like Hamas. It's like
why? Who's in
fucking-
charge
they
over
kill
there? Who's in charge in
Some
Iran?
new guy, and then there's another new guy. You
The
know,
one-
you know who I was a big fan of on Twitter though is Mahmoud Ahmadinejad or whatever that dude.
Oh no,
His
no, fuck
tweets
that
were
guy.
Hilarious.
No,
No, he had-
the
he
president
had-
that wore the suit.
Yeah.
He was one of the fucking hostage takers at the fucking American embassy.
Dude, he literally like when George Floyd was happening, he was like, "Shameful America, how they do." Like he was like this super liberal dude.
That's funny.
Okay, let's take
He
one
said
more.
we don't have any gay people in Iran.
Yeah, that's true. Let's take one more caller here. Sorry, Rube. Sorry, I tried to pick up. Chris, are you there? Chris. Did I fuck it up again?
Hey, Rube.
I don't know if
You don't even know how to answer the home phone on your show.
I'm trying.
Fucking ridiculous.
Rube, are you there?
Danny, I can't hear you, but if you could hear me, I just wanted to tell you,
Why
I come
can't you
home
hear
the
me?
other night,
What's that?
11 o'clock, let the cats out, go to sleep, wake up about 5:30, go outside, have a ciggy. I see one of the lights is flashing on my car dimly. I go, what the heck? I look inside, it's Boo Boo. I had the window down just enough. He snuck in, couldn't get out, and turned on the hazard light.
The cat?
Wore down the battery. Damn. Took a shit in the back seat, didn't even flush.
All right. Okay.
Rube still want to do comedy or?
Yeah, he's done some open mics before. Hold on. I want to call Chris. I'm going to unpair this and try this one more time.
No.
And then we're going to call Chris,
No.
and then we're going to wrap this up. We're going to.
I can't believe you fucking like that fucking Mahmoud Nibajabadab.
His tweets are hilarious. Is all I was saying. Is he was.
Did
hilarious.
you ever see the pictures of him holding the American fucking hostages at the
I'm
embassy?
not saying he's a good guy. I'm saying he was like castigating
He's not a good
America.
man.
This guy's running around and
Look,
fucking.
sometimes you got to take hostages because
No.
it's the only leverage.
That guy.
Okay.
Hostage.
You're fighting an
hostage.
asymmetrical war.
That guy's a piece of shit. He's wearing fucking linen suits while his fucking people are.
Chris,
starving
are you
to death.
there?
He's wearing a suit from the men's warehouse.
I'm here, Danny.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Last call of the night.
You know what? It's just back and forth. But I'm having a good evening tonight.
I'm glad to hear that.
And
Chris.
I'm really glad I got through because I was rather bummed when you ended last night's program by informing those of us listeners that you were going to be taking a 2-week hiatus from Low Value Mail.
And this show as well, actually, because I'm going
Thank God.
I'm going on the road next week to do comedy, and then I'm going on my honeymoon the following
Who
week.
the fuck goes on a honeymoon a year after they get married?
Well, I was supposed to go on my honeymoon 2 months after I got married, but then my dog, piece of shit, dislocated his fucking hip.
These dogs are a problem.
And we had to get him surgery, and his recovery made
Did he
it
have
so
hip dysplasia? Is that what happened?
he just had a dislocation. I don't think he technically has
He was
dysplasia,
displeased.
but he's got bad hips.
Damn, bro.
He's had to have both of them.
Double hip replacement.
Not replacements. This other surgery.
Why? How do you get his hips knocked out of whack?
It's just genetic.
You all right?
Are you good
Mike,
there?
you know, I need you. We're gonna need you to decipher this.
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going to be missing the show, and so I'm glad I got through this evening.
I mean, Derek can host the Bathhouse. for
No, never again. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Never again. No.
If I find
I
somebody
think
wants,
Derek is sick of me.
No, I'm not sick of you, buddy.
no,
I was listening to you all night.
Yeah. Derek, you remind me of those rehab coordinators who they're like, I'm going to do everything in my power to get your life clean. Your new life starts tomorrow. Just real quick, what's your insurance?
Yeah.
And then once they find out you're not compatible, they're like, kill yourself, you faggot.
Something like that. You're pretty much on the ball there.
Bro, that was right on the
God
money.
damn. This guy, what you fucking... Was he listening to me? Did I see you at work? Were you one of my people?
Did you hack Derek's Gmail?
Fucking shit.
Man, so many talented people call into this show.
that was kind of dark.
Before I get sidetracked, I had a quick question for Mike Recine.
Okay.
What likelihood would you place on Barry Weiss being an Israeli spy for the Mossad?
I mean, it's pretty. I don't know, but it seems pretty obvious.
Yeah. You want me to text her? I have her number.
You do?
Yeah.
Barry White?
Her name's Barry?
I don't know much about her, but she's pretty openly, she had that guy killed.
Woo.
That poet guy in Gaza, Rafat.
I'm
He
not
said
gonna lie,
he said
haven't
if
been
I
following.
he said if I die, it's Barry Weiss's fault. And,
Did he
and
really
Israel
say that?
killed him. Yeah.
I gotta go.
You gotta go. All right,
Oh,
Derek,
I'm
Drescher,
sorry.
everybody.
No,
We're
no,
wrapping
no, no. I have
We're
to-
wrapping this up in 2 minutes,
Sure, sure.
anyways.
My girl fucking burned her hand.
Oh,
chicks.
Put some aloe vera on it.
Can't just. Well, how are you gonna help her with her burned hand?
I don't know, Danny.
How are you gonna help her? Just so she has someone to bitch to while she deals with her burned hand. Anyways, go ahead, Chris.
Danny, do you remember a few
I wish
months
my
ago?
wife
This
would
was
use the
prior
stove.
to Christmas. I told you that I had a bit of a problem with some scary black guys who had it out for me.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you remember those conversations?
I do, yeah. So for people who
these,
just a little backstory. So Chris has a little heroin problem, and then in order, tell me if I'm missing this or not. But so basically, to get yourself clean, you went and ripped off a bunch of scary drug dealers so that you couldn't go back to them.
Precisely, 100%.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Well, I
what
learned
could go wrong
tonight,
there?
actually. One of them I saw after that encounter, and he came. He was banging on my window. He's like, "If I ever see you again, I'll kill you." And low IQ guy. I found out tonight he's in prison for capital murder.
Oh, there you go.
I don't have to worry about him anymore.
Silver lining.
It's like whistling.
Hey, congrats, my boy.
Yeah. And so that's the way she goes. But it's unfortunate. I was hoping to get through on last night's program simply because.
So what you're saying is you ripped off
I'm
some
not
drug
gonna
dealers and it
annoy,
all worked out in the end.
Well, but it did and
no,
it didn't work out because so now are you able to go back to that part of town and score?
Okay, I started this phone call by saying, like, you asked me how I'm doing. I said back and forth. I was pretty excited this whole week because I was going to be able to call in and say, hey, Danny, this is the longest I've ever been clean since I started calling into your show like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was clean for like 5 days.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Let's go.
I
What
was
happened?
clean well,
And when you want to do heroin
I
again,
got
just
a
start
text.
reading.
I got a text. Was that Recine?
Yeah, a great substitute. A great substitute for heroin is you just start looking at numbers. You start with
Just
the number
noticing patterns.
271. Yeah, 1,000. You start looking at the
That's
census.
what I do for work. I work on spreadsheets all day.
Nice.
And
Okay.
I got a text message from one of my dealers. He said he had that purple fetty. Now I've been hearing about this elusive, mysterious purple fetty for years.
What
now.
is that?
What
is that?
Purple fentanyl.
It's like it's precisely.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's like I was doing so good. I almost made it 5 days. I was so hyped to call in and be like, hey,
I thought you didn't like fentanyl,
I started calling in. But like, when it's purple. Like I gotta try it. And
It's fentanyl.
It's like the ketchup from the late 90s.
Yeah.
With the spark.
Mom,
with the sparkles
Yeah,
in it.
like
Mom,
Crystal
please,
Pepsi.
Mom, let me get $200 for this purple heroin.
So, but hold on. So I thought you didn't like fentanyl though. But
I don't, but it's purple, and it's like they say, like
But can't they just
my
dye
father
it?
What
took a
chemical
high right
agent
now.
makes it purple? Is it just food
dye.
dye?
It's like fucking some.
Listen, man, you're the
Yeah,
only
who knows,
buddy. You're the only person who's called
a
into the
lot of
show who's
people are
not a
dying.
Holocaust denier. So just don't. Just
I
be
am,
careful.
Oh, you are.
Oh, you are. Okay. Oh, you are a
Funny,
Holocaust
that's
denier.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank God.
Oh,
I
okay.
am though.
Oh, all right.
271 Club for life.
Well, you're the
Yeah,
only one who didn't bring it up within 2 minutes of your call.
Mike Recine, you make me so upset.
Why?
Because it's so tough watching you. It's so upsetting seeing you take for granted the level 100 cover you get from being a Chapo libtard on the left. You can say anything about the Jews, and you blood libel, Holocaust denial, you name it. You just have to fall back on poor Palestinians, and you're all set. Meanwhile, those of us in trenches, those of us discussing wooden doors, you name it. We have the ADL on our ass, and
ADL's
it's
cool
just not
now.
easy.
Yeah, they like the Nazis.
It's tough, and it's just tough seeing you take that for granted. And I don't know why you don't take advantage of that cover more. I mean, you could really like
people forget that like we're still trying to have careers.
So you're saying if I really wanted to, I could really go into hating Jews?
Yeah, you're like, we don't all want to perform in like a barn for the rest of our lives.
I think you would excel in that field. Like you should consider anti-Semitism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so how was the festival?
So yeah, back to the purple fetty. Bro.
How was the purple
maybe
fetty?
you should go back to doing heroin.
He did.
Yeah.
Well,
how was it?
You know, like well, I'm in my car smoking it right now. And it's
nice.
Quite frankly, rather underwhelming. That's a result of my tolerance.
Wait, you still have a tolerance? Because after 5 days, have you kind of got past the physical detox?
I relapsed yesterday, and I've spent like $300 on heroin in the last 16 hours. So I just have like,
if you've done an abundance of opioids, you have a resilience to fentanyl. Like you could use an amount of fentanyl.
If you were to go to a 90-day detox.
Who does heroin? And like, I'm going to call into a podcast right now.
Chris, all the time.
Yes.
All the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, Danny, I tell you what, it's frustrating because I don't want to disappoint your listeners, or I don't want to annoy Tait or Recine on your show, but it's just frustrating. I don't get to talk to you straight up about this Four Nations tournament. This is the best hockey I've seen in my life.
Amazing, man.
And,
dude, Thursday night is going to be insane. Dude, Thursday, if you thought that was dramatic, bro. Thursday night is going to be fucking 10 times better.
At TD Garden in Boston.
I know. Charlie McAvoy's out for the U.S., but apparently they got Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, Quinn Hughes is coming in.
Precisely.
And there's I think both, or Matthew Tkachuk's banged up, but so is a few of the Canadians. It's going to be fucking
Brady
epic.
played 2 minutes last night.
I know,
Brady
but it was a
played 2
nothing
minutes
game.
last night.
It was stupid. The NHL should have switched the games and put the America's Sweden game in the afternoon and Finland Canada at night.
I mean, why would they risk injury ahead of a game this momentous? So,
yeah, exactly.
But I'm really excited and I'm looking forward to it, man. That top line of Reinhart, McDavid, McKinnon, this is fucking awesome, dude.
Dude, it's the best. It's honestly, it's the first time in 9 years that NHL players have been able to play for the national team. Yeah, it's gonna be good. How much of this fentanyl do you have left?
A fair amount.
How much do you get for $300? Like, what's
You were copping hair on. Mostly.
That was heroin. That was I get like 3 grams for like $90.
Good deal.
So
you smoking it in tinfoil?
Heroin, but I don't shoot it.
You're smoking it in tinfoil?
I snort it. Precisely. That's what I do.
with a little pen.
Yeah. What I do is I get a pen, I burn it, I fold it so that when I run out of my dope, I can get the resin. Take a scraper through it and get the resin.
Yeah, I've done drugs, my boy.
Yeah,
I fucks with it. Okay,
but that's just it. However, I am hoping to get clean. Some things on the periphery of my drug addiction are going rather well for me right now.
That's great.
And, I'm just hoping that.
And so you're able to you have like a full-time job?
I've had a full-time job since I was 16 years old.
And you're able to completely just juggle like a heroin addiction and opioid addiction and a full-time job?
I don't want to get it fucked up and portray it as though like it's this easygoing work-life balance. It's almost impossibly hard at times.
Chaos.
If I had a consistent supply, the libertarian legalized drug folks who say like if you had a consistent supply that was lab tested and not tainted, it's true that users like me, I can't speak for like first time users or whatever, but my risk of ODing would go down dramatically. But because I work and because I get paid and stuff, the idea that semi-functioning drug users are a total myth, that's bizarre. There's many of them that, you see.
Yeah, there's tons of functioning.
I have no idea.
My boy graduated from Fordham University with a 4.1, like an above perfect average.
Yeah,
literally on dope.
Really?
Like full. I'd watch him like nod off in Dostoevsky books, like just fucking crazy, bro.
Wow,
crazy.
So how do you? Do you ever do it at work?
There was some Rogan guest.
Yeah, the professor at Columbia.
Yeah, I do it everywhere. I mean, just because I have to.
Yeah, you have to.
But,
so you get dope.
But so like you just go to the bathroom when you're at work and just like take a little bump of heroin.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do actually. You know, on my break, I'll you know, listen to like a podcast and smoke dope in my car, and that's about it.
Do you think anyone clocks your pupils getting all tiny and octagonal and shit?
Yeah, I mean, you know, my friends and family and those closest to me, I'm sure I'm lying to myself if I said they have no idea, right? As far as like coworkers and stuff are concerned, you know, I work in IT, so I'm just behind a screen and I'm not in a customer facing role or anything. So I'm not really in a position to fuck things up, at least as far as like
on like an interpersonal level. Yeah,
I can kind of do my own thing.
Yeah. But dog, you were just talking about how excited you would be to tell Danny that you have been sober for 5 days. He's going away for 2 weeks, dog. You could literally be like, "Yo, I've been sober for 17
hard,
days."
Man.
The next time you call
we've been
bro.
talking for 2 years, and it's tough, dude.
Yeah, addiction's a bitch, bro. Opioids are the worst.
That seems like the worst one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy calling into the show, and you know, there was an instance in time, some 4 or 5 months ago. Danny, you may not remember this, but I had to G-check you.
I know.
You know,
I do remember you G-checking. I got G-checked.
It wasn't easy for me, Daniel. And, you know, I had to remind you, like, I'm lining your pockets.
You are not lining my pockets, Chris. You're lining your dealer's pockets. You are not lining my pockets.
That's correct. But, okay, but you've got me on your thumbnails. You know, you are publishing videos that are just my clips.
Chris,
you know, I went to go see
how much money do you think this podcast makes? I have really bad news for you.
I've
man.
lost $700 since being here.
I don't know how much. I don't know what you think the economics of mid-tier podcasting is.
And based on the fact that we spent 94% of the conversation talking about how the Holocaust didn't happen, I don't have a career. I no longer work in entertainment.
I don't know what you think about the economics of this podcast, but disabuse yourself.
I'm
of that
mostly
notion.
messing around. I think the point I was trying to make was responding to Tait when he encouraged me to at least attempt to make it some 14 days clean in the event that once I call in on the return of Low Value Mail, I can get hyped and share this news with Danny. With that being said, sometimes like I have to take a step back a little bit and remind myself, like, you know, I'm calling into this program and I look forward to it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I look forward to hearing from you.
On my calendar. I really do look forward
in a
to
weird way. I look forward to hearing from all these retards.
Yeah, I mean, I really do.
Yeah.
And but that's just from my perspective.
Yeah.
I have to take a step back and remove myself from the situation a bit and be like, well, you know, do they really enjoy my calls, or do they just enjoy the spectacle of like a junkie retard in like his hijinks throughout the week?
Johnny's nodding.
That's where I kind of get down on myself.
Johnny was. Yeah, sorry. You're gonna have to G-check Johnny because he was just nodding as you were saying that. No, I like talking to you. I find it fascinating, and I mean, I do wish that you would stop using opioids.
Very much so, bro. Because you seem like a really intelligent dude, despite the 271,000 beliefs. I mean, no, you do seem. It's wild to talk to somebody who's in the throes of addiction that seems like a well-grounded individual.
And honestly, like similar to Pablo, like I am actually have become invested in you beating this.
Yeah. Plus, guarantee, bro. There's other people that listen to Danny shit for sure, and they're rooting for you, bro. It would undoubtedly be fire if you came back and were more lucid and didn't have to spend all of your loot on this, didn't have the dependency, and you stopped lying to yourself, B.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, look, I can't. It's everybody knows it's the hardest thing to fucking beat, but it can be done. It can be done. Many people have done it.
I haven't touched an opioid
and look,
since
you don't
I was
want to be
21
like
years
a
old.
50-year-old fucking heroin user.
Or podcast caller.
Recine woke up from his nap for that one. Chris, okay, I gotta let you go though. We're way over time.
You said we were wrapping up like 45
I know. I'm
Stay up, bro.
sorry.
Take care of yourself, man. For real.
Yeah, sure.
I'll catch y'all later.
Later, Chris.
Sam,
Chris, if you die, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, no fact. That's what I wanted to say, but in nicer words. Like, bro, don't OD in
I
your
would
fucking
hate.
Ford
I would
Focus.
hate for that
Like,
to happen.
come
Johnny,
on,
can we
man.
do the thing?
Do the thing,
Okay,
bro.
we're gonna give away one. Where can people find you guys?
Oh, I have a new show called Recine Time that I hope you check out.
Check it out. It's filmed in this studio, correct?
It is, yeah.
The same studio.
A lot of pods are filmed in the studio.
Yeah. The stand's getting out there. All right, everybody. We're going to spin the wheel and see who wins a 6-month Patreon. If you win it, just hit me up. If you're already a patron, I'll extend your thing. But just get a hold of me, and then
you extend my thing.
If you don't win, sign up for the Patreon. Patreon.com/low-value-mail, MAIL. Once I hit 500 subs, you can win $500. One of you. Hey. Spin it, Johnny! And the winner is this is the most exciting part of the show. Oh, Brookings Brown! Shout out to Brookings Brown. Congratulations. Hit me up. DM me, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you can get a hold of me. I'm easy to get a hold of. And we'll get you your membership. Thank you very much. All right, where can people find you?
Tait Winston, TaitWinston
All
on
right.
Instagram and all that shit.
And I'll put it all down below. That has been the show. Shout out to Derek Drescher joining us quickly. Shout out to all of you. I honestly, as much as you guys are all Holocaust denying retards, I still love talking to you.
Holocaust denying wigger retards.
The overlap is insane.
It's insane. And I'm just, because people talk about these people existing, but you never actually talk to them.
Yeah.
Like you hear it like in
and
a.
they're exactly what you think they would be.
Yeah, but you hear, you're like, oh, these people exist. And you're like, do they? And they do.
Yeah.
And you get to talk to them. You get to know what makes them tick. Anyways, that's been the show. Shout out to our lovely producer, Johnny Glover, the Southern Lover. Without him, we could not do the show. And shout out to The Stand for letting us use their studio. Will we be back in 3 weeks? No, 2 weeks. No, 3 weeks. We'll be back on March 11th. Next show, March 11th. Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody. See you soon.
Really a poet, you know it, all my shit heroic. Empathic abilities, yeah, my face be also stoic. Bleep blow up, nigga, that just means I'm working. They see me as a leader, so that's why I'm Captain Kirkin. These tracks from the stars, that much is for certain. You can feel this hit if you up or if you hurt. I'm raising my stock, not talking my feet in some Birkin. Number Johnny 5, got a fucking short circuit. Bring the track to life when I spit phenomenal. When I hit, she feel that shit in her abdominals. These rappers make me laugh like comic view, they comical. You know I got a ball out, I hit the track running just like Sonic do. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, and they tried to down me up some KO type shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, now we pulling up fresh on some flight shit. Ha. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. They don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, they was trying to get me on my hype shit. Yeah, they don't wanna turn on my light switch. Yeah, and they tried